Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to a bit of Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing kind of well. Mentally, I'm very zen this evening, I think. I've had a long day. I've been able to finally sit down, do a bit of streaming, and I'm just very glad to be here. Physically, my back's gone again. My arm is, kind of fucked at the minute. Like, when I try and, grip, it's, on my left arm, it's a bit weird. And by a bit weird, I mean painful, and also, it's kind of like I can't push things down the full way without it, without really trying and it being painful. So that's not great. Whether it's something I did today by, hoiking a bunch of stuff around, on both fronts, I'm not sure, because I've done a lot of hoiking a bunch of stuff around today. Yeah, just lots of, furniture lifting. And it's been rough. Hi there, Mawa. Try that again. Hi there, Mawa. I think I lost a syllable in there somewhere the first time round. I hope you're doing well. Wait, I just unmuted. Artie is injured? Artie is a little beaten and battered from his day's exploits, yes. In fact, I'm going to just hop to the figure studio menu because Grimnir won't interrupt me, and also the music here is a lot more kind of calm. In fact, there we go. Let's have Smog Charlotta on screen, shall we? Or let's have today's thumbnail, which, as you may notice on the YouTube side, this is actually an old thumbnail from stream 11, I think, of this. I just flipped it and hoped no one would notice because I started prepping the stream about 20 minutes ago. Because I am very organized. But no, to be fair, I have been very busy, and like I say, my back's gone. I can't really grip properly with my left hand at the minute. Luckily, I don't really need to. I can do all of my, fighting game inputs and that just from, shoulder and elbow rather than wrist. And I generally do that anyway. Whether that's for better or worse, I'm going to explain so many of my fucking misinputs. Who knows? But, yeah, that's... I guess that one of the advantages of playing on stick over something like a hitbox is that pressing those buttons would probably not help things at all, but just, having my hand softly grip the stick and then just wiggling it round, that's all upper arm, baby. We're all fine there. I did that just to confirm it to myself. But yeah, no. So, we're a little, on the physical front, we're a little beaten and battered. On the mental front, we're very zen. I think because I've done such a lot of work today, it's left me in kind of a very clear state of mind. This is my way of saying I need to do more exercise, let's be real. Also, I need to zoom in my model a bit. I've just realised, hold on, let's become larger. Ooh, not that large. There we go. Something like that. And then head back over to here after pressing this. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so mentally I'm very zen, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a while anyway, but, I thought I'd do it again on stream, because something I want to do, every now and then on stream, is properly, have a stream focused on, okay, where am I at now with my, Charlotta gameplay, because Grand Blue is my main fighting game. I want to be as good at this as I absolutely can be, This is, my, I think I'm, allegedly putting most of my effort into, he says, knowing full well he spent the last week and a bit getting lost in modded Minecraft instead of doing any actual practice. Well, I did little bits, but yeah, we'll see the results of that later, I suppose. But yeah, the one thing I want to do today is I want to really kind of analyze, okay, where am I at, particularly with this new patch? What do I know, what don't I know? Anything on how to fight Galleon or New Vass, it seems. Or New Bobs, I guess. New Bobs is gonna take me a while to get the spot dodge timing on his new projectiles. And maybe, see what kind of setups he can put me in now. Which I also really should learn, because I may need to finish getting Bobs to master at some point. But yeah. I'm also not convinced, sorry, I've just read your message again, man. I'm not convinced using the whole shoulder thing is smarter, but it's different. I might be working stupider, but in a smart way, if that makes sense. But, you know, I guess at what point do you tantamount one to the other? But yeah, so the plan for today, as I said, with this whole kind of, you know, very grand, let's, you know, try and improve stuff, is I'm gonna play, you know, play a bunch of ranked, essentially. Awesome viewer matches. I'll quite happily do long sets against viewers. In fact, I'm gonna put out the messages on both chats now, which means I'm gonna appear twice in my own chat. But just bear with me. So I'm just gonna pin some messages. Go. Match is welcome. Just ask in chat. Apologies that the music goes off whenever I do this, because Granblue loves to just mute itself whenever I'm alt-tabbed. Mainly. Okay, yeah. There we go. Right, excellent, excellent. And then I will have that there, and then you here, and then you here, and then restack all my windows because it's important. Because if I don't stack my windows right, then chat doesn't work. Okay, right, there we go. So that should be some pinned messages on both channels in case anyone does want to, you know, have some matches against me, which is all very cool. But like I say, until then, I don't think I'm gonna even really do my normal like warm up in casual, and I think maybe that's kind of part of this Zen thing. It's just, you know, whatever happens, happens. Also, as we can see, the season has reset. The good news is I've got 150 diamonds in the bag, which is, you know, pretty nice. The, I guess, downside is I've dropped a yellow square, but I'll explain more on that later, actually, but I'm kind of all right with that. Oh, okay. Right, speaking of those matchups that I was unsure about, New Vass, here we go. So let's get right in there with this and see what we can do. I'm going to do light noble strat at the start, and it's going to work because he's going to fuck up his anti-air. Or air-to-air, I should say. I, however, am going to fuck up that medium noble strat there, and it's going to be bad news. Alright, you know what, you can reversal there. That did, like, no damage, actually. I'm so okay with that reversal. Nope, not your turn. Cross up. I didn't want to spend anything. Oh, fuck, okay. Yeah, I didn't want to spend a second bravery point there. Okay. Ow. Oh, Christ. Nice throw. Oh, that's bad. He can armor this. Yeah. Oh, I thought he did, like, anything else. Okay, at least I knew kind of... I knew I just fucked up there. None of that. Okay. He knows that's plus. That's kind of tragic. He loves that command grab. Okay, that's fine. We can work that into things. An overhead. Reversal. Okay, we're fine. We're very fine spending 50 meter there. We're less fine with them getting armor. It's got to be said. Ow. Okay, yep. Yeah, okay. Buddy, I've seen that one before from you. I think because this is vast, this might not kill. But luckily, we have Old Faithful. Oh, fuck. Old Faithful didn't work. Oh, God. But nobody blocks the overhead. Sure. I don't know what the fuck happened there, why that parry didn't work, or why he dropped that string, but, why does Veseraga have those toad sandals? Yeah, he's got some very unique armor. Nice try at the anti-air. Unfortunately, no. It's a good load of damage. Gonna rob his bravery points. Thank you. Hand them over. Okay, that bait with the jumping, like, medium or whatever it is absolutely getting me. So I keep thinking I can parry it. Okay. Ow. That as well, like, where's his hand lag? Okay, you don't have armor anymore. Fuck. Oh, God. Yeah. Ugh. He's doing the thing he meant to do against Charlotta, which is keep her at range.
Believe in victory.
But yeah, no, I really just kind of floundered in the corner there. Get a bit of that going, into a bit of this, because he's not, like, he's respecting me a little too much. I need him to be a little more ballsy. Overhead. Oh, now he presses there. Okay. Well, regardless, it's a pretty good start to this round, you've got to admit. The pressure didn't quite work how we wanted it to, but, you can't deny its efficacy. Alright, fair. I should have maybe seen that coming. I don't hate it, though. Particularly if we can jump that, which is, thank you, Charlotte, additional full speed for that one. I keep looking up Lin Basaraga's toes now, by the way, Marn. I want you to know it's your fault. Oh, no. What if we didn't charge that, actually? Thank you. I love robbing all of this damage off of a command grab. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I didn't have the thing. Go. Okay. It's fine. That didn't quite kill. I was kind of hoping it would. Nice. Does he get combo off this? No, thank God. I really thought he'd, Oh, fuck. I might be dead here. No, he's going to command grab. Oh, that didn't anti-air. Okay, it's fine. Get him out of here. Ooh, okay, right. That got very scary because I got put back in that corner situation. But, yeah. I feel like I'm being a little stingy with my bravery points because I've been burned by it before where you, like, try and bravery point into Basaraga and he just, fucking, ow. That was kind of nutty. Thought he grabbed there, to be fair. I'm not actually sure if jab beats grab in that scenario. Yep, we'll take that. Ooh, nice try, sir, but unfortunately, no. I mean, I'm going to jump over you. Okay, you know what? Sure. I'll take that. Ah, no! I was going to parry. It was going to be so cool. No, I wish I got close medium. Yeah, fair. I even, like, stopped pressure there. I really should have just gone for it. That works. That works. Slow poke into do nothing. We'll take that. He loves getting hit by these overheads, which is a blessing for me. I couldn't decide whether I was gonna do the overhead, or the noble strat, I should say. In corner pressure there, or the other one. Ooh. Might be death? No, it's Vasaraga. He still blocks the overhead. We do get a perfect out of that, though. So really, I can't complain too much. That's not a bad first set. Oh. There's definitely things that Vasaraga could have done there. Like, I mean, any bravery point usage, which we just weren't seeing from him, would have been, like, you know, would have definitely shut down a lot of my offense there. Because I'm still too reliant on the auto combo for a lot of my pressure. Like, I'm starting to mix in little things like, you know, close light into, like, stand heavy, or close light, close heavy, I should say. Or, like, you know, close light into run up grab to try and bait some kind of response there. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm still very locked into the mindset of, like, you know, hit one, hit two, like medium slashes, or hit one, hit two, hit three medium slashes. And that leaves me so open to, like, reversals or getting brave countered in a lot of those scenarios that, like, I'm having to think more on my offense than I really should, you know? Alright, back against this Vass again. Which I am fine with. Like I say, need more. What I also need to do against Vass specifically, actually, is if I'm going to jump in against him, jump U is kind of like the God button. Because, if I time it right, It hits twice. I missed that again. This is a repeat of the very first round last time. Ow. Okay, I cannot Farlight there. That's bad. Luckily, he doesn't know how to punish it. Oh, God! Why did that reach fucking, like... I've never seen a Vass, like, hit that move that far up and combo off it. Right, I need to get out of here. Yep. Fine with me, sir. I'm going to die off of one hit anyway, so fuck it. I'm going to spend these bravery points. And I'm going to like it. In fact, the mix here might be run up, dodge this. I was going to say run up, dodge this, do a couple of hits, and then brave counter while he has no diamonds. But, also raging strike while he's got no diamonds. But I guess just have him get hit by that as well would also work. No, you absolutely do not. Stop it. Also, none of that either. I don't know who told you could just swing in neutral against me, but... Or not against necessarily me, I'm to make it sound like I'm a big deal, but, like, against Charlotta, who will just dash in at you and, like, kill you for it. Ooh, mix! We love mix here. Go for the other version? Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Potato girl, indeed, UKFGC. We love a good potato around here. Oh, I hope you're doing well as well.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah. Keeps getting baited by that. I'm gonna do it again. Did he start that and then, or did he... I think he got rollbacked out of that, maybe. Bully this man. It's not your turn. Thanks. How are you? I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Yeah. Like I was saying, I've been in a kind of a state of zen at the minute. Okay, there's his reversal, right. So, you know, I'm just chilling and I'm playing some good-ass Scrambler. Ow. Look, you can armor that all you want. If you don't have the health to do anything about it, it don't matter. It straight up does not matter. Right, I'm not going to go for this, yeah, because I'm actually going to do something different here. Oh, the Farlight didn't connect. Ow. My toes. That's bad. Ow. I had all the time in the world to parry that, actually. Sir, I would like to be out of the corner. Don't want to spend another bravery point here. Oh, okay. Funky stuff. Funky stuff happening. Hello. What? The end lag, it's not where I thought it was. Get off me. Overhead. Please block the side. Thank you. And perish. Yeah. This guy is very good at blocking high lows, which is actually to his detriment in this matchup, because if you block my thing where I'm airborne high, I can just command grab you full game. Because funny potato tactics. Stops working as soon as people realize that against Noble Strat you should block low basically every time. And then it just becomes sort of like a pressure extender slash... Zerom seemed like... I've watched a bit of Zerom playing as well, obviously, since he won Combo Breaker, and like, use it almost kind of like as a weird neutral tool off of like Farlight. I don't know how he gets away with it. I guess it's the threat of doing like Farlight into Light Ball, maybe. And then once people are scared of that, you know, you do Farlight into Noble Strat to like dive in their face. It just feels so reactable. I'm still trying to like, you know, massage my brain into wondering how that happens. Who we got? Round 3, baby. It's all of Asaraga all the time tonight.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Not that this Vass is bad, though, by any stretch of the imagination. Like I say, had a game off me at the first time we played. And definitely once he gets like a little more familiar with my pressure, and like I say, that Noble Strat stuff I was on about, like, definitely a worthy adversary. That's a low. Yeah, I should have known. Okay. Oh, Christ, that's so far. Yeah, I don't want to be here, actually. Just ball at him. That's plus. Oh, that's bad. Never mind, it dodged it. Nice. Gonna need you off me, sir. In ship range, and now we just wait for you to panic yourself out. Yeah, go on, keep jumping. There we go. Yeah, my friend also uses it as a neutral tool. The high follow-up is really good at being 2Hs for some reason. So we are forced to DP it. The move is surprisingly good neutral. Yeah, honestly, I agree. They're like, it's like the high, like the overhead, the helm splitter thing, is pretty good against like some 2Hs. Like it's not going to beat a Grimnir or like an Anilla 2H or anything. But against something like a Vesusio or like a Galleon 2H, because she hangs in the air a lot, it is surprisingly good at... Oh, I'm so dead here. This is what I get for autopiloting. But it is surprisingly good at beating out like that. I don't think it'll beat a Vast 2H, but food for thought, you know. Okay, we have those. And now we're going to hit him with the low. Ooh, no, we're not! Ow. Do that again. Fuck, okay, I'm an idiot. Sure, we'll take it. Oh. I've now realized that in hindsight that play relied on a lot of hope and prayer of him just not doing anything there. Like if he'd done the high slash because he'd load me 2 times, that would have been pretty disastrous because he perfectly baited me into that. Oh, nice. There we go. There's the parry I wanted because I guess he messed up the timing slightly that time. Ow. I'm gonna get the parry time for this right. None of that. Ooh! Oh no! Oh great heavens! That guard breaks. Please stop, sir. Ow. You know what? Entirely fair. Oh. I'd like to retract my entirely fair statement. Ow. Christ. Yeah, I had a feeling. That's definitely a habit of this player's, is that they like to do the double EX tackle into DP to try and like cover it because they know I know it's minus. But if I know they're gonna do that, I'm gonna just jump. I didn't mean to do EX here. It's kind of ruined my combos. But we're gonna just make things up now until we get it back. Again, still a bit too reliant on auto combos. My pressure there. Okay. Stop it. Stop that. Yup. I didn't need a super him here, actually. This is kind of BM. That's my bad. I could have just DP'd. I was not paying attention to the health bars. Oh. Yeah. That puts us a good number of diamonds up, though. I mean, still stuck at yellow square because the way this game works is that you can only rank up against people who are your own square color. So despite the fact that I've just beat someone in orange a lot, still yellow. But also, like I say, you know, squares are kind of whatever. The point is, actually, I was going to bring this up, like, before the very first Vasaraga color. I think, Vasaraga match. I think, actually, having yellow is kind of great for me. Partly because it means, you know, I was definitely, like... I guess it means that I have less things to lose, if that makes sense. Like, in some weird world where this matters, which it doesn't, but, you know, like, mentally, Monkey Brain thinks I want, you know, better colored square, like I want pink square, and then once I have it, I'm like, I don't want to lose it, and, like, I stress myself out a lot. I think having this is just like, oh, great, I'm already here. Like, we're already vibing. So we can just focus on, like, the improvement journey a lot more. And also partly, I think, you know, as aforementioned with spending, you know, God knows how much of my time on playing modded Minecraft recently. I really needed a bit of a kick up the arse before some of the tournaments I want to do later this month to, like, actually practice the video game. Okay, can't get close medium there. I totally could have got close light, though. Ah, command grab. I forgot that's his other favorite move. Stop that. Okay. Interesting overhead. Gonna say misinput probably. I didn't do any of my setups. I just declined to. There we are. Bravery point usage. This is the way.
Battle 2.
All right, and then ooh, nice. Okay, is that like farm medium? Nice jab, because I was doing the. I don't know why I don't just jump in with buttons. I guess it's because I don't want to get anti-ed, like 2H'd into a billion damage from Vasaraga. That's a pretty good reason. I'm trying to be too fancy. I've also seen Zerom use that in like running heavy, and while I think it's a fantastic move to just like land counter hit, I have not really worked out its source yet. Also, I'm getting fucking bodied here. Hold up. Ow. Nope. Right, just gonna push him to the corner. Oh, I should have just supered. Oh, I should have done, like, any better meter usage, because now I'm dead. Oh. Yeah, okay, that, I think, actually, that one would be a really good one to analyze, because that is a combo routing failure. Like, there are so many better, like, roots routes. I'm not actually sure how I pronounce it anymore. I'm listening to too many Americans. I'm gonna stick with roots. It sounds better. There's, like, so many better routes I could have done. I would have also punished that if I wasn't fucking yakking so much. Oh no, I couldn't get close medium. Okay, that's kind of a bit of a weird one with the frame data. That's bad. Okay. Ow. Yeah, nice, you knew. Good shit, okay. But yeah, definitely some routing issues that game one. That's going to be one of the ones you want to watch back in a bit.
Believe in victory.
Because that's the good stuff right there. Ow. This is getting a little choppy now, I've got to admit. Nice poke. And you do this again? No! Okay, he baits it. Nice. And, okay. I gotta stop jumping in at him, because this is getting me a sauce every time. That's not parry, Charlotta. That is a sweep. And it has got us killed. Right. Let's not fuck around with it this time, shall we? Let's just remove his bravery points, so he hopefully, like, dies in one combo. Because Lord knows I haven't got a lot of time left to hit him with that kind of stuff. Oh, okay, nice. He knows I'm trying to bait it now, so he's waiting for me to jump. This is really good adaptation from this player, actually.
Battle 2. Engage.
Alright. See what I can answer back with. I can answer back with not blocking low, apparently. Okay, not a great start. Also kind of bad. So I tried to jump at the wrong point. Right, let's get him out of here. Not going to spend my last bravery, or one of my 2 remaining bravery points, I should say. Try to parry that. I think this is worth using this on. Getting him in the corner is just kind of more important than... Okay. I guess that's not plus, given he waited there for ages. Okay, right. Clawed that one back from a not optimal start point. Okay. Good little light ball to start there. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing either. Oh yeah, I can't do slashes because they're on cooldown. Right. Oh, I missed the medium. That's a drop I don't normally have. That's kind of a wild one. Stop that. Just use all the resources to kill him. Okay. Didn't need to use all of them, but definitely I think had the right routing that time. Which brings the setup to 1-1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Okay, and he still loves pressing after that. He turned gold, and I really thought that was command grab. I'll be honest. He blocks it low. Good. Good stuff. Gonna need you to not hit there, though, actually. Okay. Again, this is what I mean about my pressure being susceptible to that kind of stuff. It's that, like, I know Charlotte is kind of susceptible to it anyway, because she has to be up in your face, where that's inevitably going to hit her. But I need better ways around this. Okay. Spend the resources, get him in the corner. Now this is going to be interesting. Oh god, I tried to jump again. I don't know why he re-armored. Maybe it's because in the old, like, it could be muscle memory. Because I think one of the things Vasaraga did get in exchange for having literally metered armor now, which is insane, is that the hurt box, like, or I guess maybe the hitbox, sorry, on, when he'd be able to hit with the armor move itself. Because, like, the move that gives him armor when he's armored, like, has a hitbox and also he can absorb hits with it. And I think they reduced that hitbox. So maybe he's expecting that to work, and it's just not anymore. This is pretty nice. A little super combo here. Takes a bravery point. Okay. Overhead hang wasn't enough. Oh, Christ. Ow. Ooh, I just about blocked that. Ah, there it is. Okay, straight away this time. Me thinking I can back out of Vasaraga low range. No, I cannot. Okay. That one's on me. That one's, absolutely. Like, what was I thinking? Okay, what's the move when I see him do that, actually? Is there a better... What the fuck? Jump you, I think? Okay. We'll take that. Oh, I don't quite have enough meter for this. So we're going to do the mix. Into the grab. Into the... I don't know now. Sure, this. Whatever this is, we're doing it. Fair, honestly. But I will take 50 meter off of you. To get this level of ahead. I tried to bait out a brave counter because he'd started doing them, but I guess spot dodging into close medium, which is a very fast button for me, to kind of like bait out him not blocking, also works. Hold on though, I want to very quickly before we go into more of that. Like I say, this is a studying stream as much as it is a playing stream, so let me study it real quick. I need to ponder. This one here, right? Because there's some important questions we've got to ask ourselves. Mainly, what the hell was I doing on the combos? So, and also, I'll also watch like the rest of this and see if there's anything in like the other games I can do. Okay, so risky start there with M Noble strat, but particularly with someone I've played against like this much. But I guess as long as I don't overuse it. My problem is I'll just start doing it multiple times in a row because it's funny. Okay, I don't hate that. Seemed like he was being super patient, so, you know, the MDP after the LTP probably wasn't the play there. A lot of that, I think we know that's coming. I love the British. Well, you're in luck because the British are indeed here. Well, at least one of us. Yeah, one of them are. It's me. Hi, I am British. Oh. But yeah, no, glad to be entertaining. And I do mean that sincerely. I know most things we British people say sounds like being sarky nonsense, but yeah, no, I mean that sincerely. It's like, yippee, people like me and my accent. So anyway, what we got going on here? So yeah, this is a standard corner combo. That's right, or like corner carry, I should say. armor, jump over there. Really should have done back throw, but I didn't have the input for it. Okay, that round was just clean, actually. You can't really expect a much cleaner round than that. Right. So after that clean first round, what happens here? So good poke from the start, gets armor. I get shown that low range. Okay, respect it there. He tries to read me going high, it doesn't work, and then I jump out after that because he probably wouldn't go for it again. I try and... Okay. This entire exchange we just saw, where I don't run up to him and start pressuring, and I think, ooh, what if I did, like, a dash heavy, is me desperately in my brain trying to figure out where the fuck I use this move. It's not there. I'll let you know that much. All I've done is given him a bunch of space for no reason, and whiffed a dash heavy button, which is, like, really bad. So, I gotta stop thinking that's the spot. Like, I really do need to study more, like, top-level Charlottas, because the move has uses, and it's so satisfying to land, like, counter hit. But, like, where? How? It's so slow. I need, you know, I need the lean Charlotta wizards to lean, come and just, like, tell me about that. Okay, so we did double close light dash up there, which got beat. I don't normally do that too often. I think the thing we are meant to do, if you're going to try and do that kind of pressure, is like close light, just hold forward to walk up and close light. You know, maybe do that a couple of times. Another dash heavy attempt. It's still on my brain, and I'm getting command grabbed for it. I'm starting to see why I might have lost this round. You have to spend to get off there. I mean, honestly, we're kind of fine spending it there because we're one bravery point away. Okay. That... Zeron was the one that comes to mind. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think, like, particularly after he just won Combo Breaker there, Sevi. Also, welcome on in. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. But I have watched a fair bit of Zeron, and it's kind of where I've started picking up things like using, like, Noble Strat as a neutral tool. Kind of because he does a lot of, like, you know, I guess a mix-up between, like, Far Light and then... like Light Ball or other buttons, and then Far Light and into like Noble Strat Dive, and then your plus in their face, and you can, you know, get another close light off, all that kind of stuff. Like there's definitely, sorry, excuse me. There's definitely some like good pressure ideas I need to take from there. I'm just, you know, trying to kind of, it's how I'm implementing them into my current game plan, I guess. And then there's other stuff, you know, like I say with the dash heavies and that. That combo there, just ending on EX and then going for another. I think at this point, like... I don't know. With this kind of meter and one diamond on the line, it's a tough call. Because I could spend that last diamond to corner carry him and then just try and work something from there. Because, like, I'm not really missing a lot of extra damage if I don't, you know, spend the thing in the corner. I'm also betting that, because he has 50 meter, that he doesn't immediately get on me. Because then I have, you know, like, no brave counter to get him off me. I guess I've got 100 meter. I can just UDP. So there's that. But yeah, let's see what we do here. So close light. Tries to bait a thing, but he goes into stance. So this works. What? Oh, I had EX slashes. That should have just been a kill. Okay. We throw those. Maybe, did I maybe just not quite have it? You know what, actually, let me play from the start, and then... which one of these is skip round? Right trigger, R2. There we are. And then, let me just skip through a bunch of this. It's like, yada, yada, yada. Because I do want to have another look at just what exactly is... Okay, yeah, dumb dash heavy stuff. Stop trying to do that until we know exactly, like, what the setup for it is. Because it's a move I've got to have a specific setup for, I think. Okay, so here we are. Lose that BP. Get a deep, like, jump medium. Do this, try and run up for the follow-up. Okay, I didn't have it at the time. Right, fair enough. So, my question then is, so I don't have slashes and that to kill there. I think I have to do like maybe Raging Strike, Raging Chain, couple of ult balls, and then try and work from there. I wanna lab that. I'm gonna lab that after this. So combos that don't start with, like, you know, EX slashes, essentially. So I want to see if I can get that to work. And then we'll see if there's other noteworthy stuff about this round as well while we're here. But like I said, that was like my main kind of gripe, I guess. The most dog-awful punish you've ever seen. My immediate, like, just grab there, saving me. I don't know why Charlotte is able to, like, grab after that move if your opponent spot dodges it. It's also like I don't know why people are more plus... Oh, sorry, no. If I'm more plus if people spot dodge any version of ball than if they just block it. It's very strange. Also, I appear to have just been clobbered while reminiscing there. Yeah, I guess a couple of bad neutral reads. It happens, you know. Sometimes Vast has big damage. But yeah, let me just hop into training mode real quick. Because I want to know... yeah, and we'll also, like... We'll try and not make this Vast specific in case there's any weirdness going on there. Let's just do it on Gran. Oh, I'm yawning so much tonight. I mean, I guess, like I said, had a fairly long day, to be fair. But, yeah, let's try and wander in here. So we were, like, I don't know, like about here, I'd say. And like I say, we've got 100 meter, we've got 1 diamond. And our, like, combo was, like... Oh, hold on, I need you to set you to not, like, do... after initial hit, and then... Counter-attack settings, let's just have you do, like, not on all of these. There we go, right. So our combo was, like, doot, this. No, that doesn't work. Okay. So, I guess then, in order to get, like, max damage out of that kind of starter, we want this, and then the Noble Strat pickup. Oh, and that's combo limit there. Right, okay. Interesting. I wonder... So that was 6,018. Let me just run that again to confirm it. I fucked it. Okay. Hold on. Let me try that link again. Or did I might have done a medium in there, which is silly because I know I can do a heavy. So let's try and bump that up a bit more. So a little bit of theory. I lied. I cannot do a heavy. I thought I could do a heavy there. Apparently not. Hi, just gonna lurk. I played Strive for 3 hours. We're busy catching up on that lost precious study time. No worries, Antipixel. Very glad for you to drop a lurk. As I am for everyone. You know, lurkers, very welcome. You're cool. Just... sit here and vibe. That's absolutely a-okay with me. Yeah, okay, right. That's our 6,018. But we can do better, I think. Like, given enough, I want to, like, full spend meter. Oh, and then I have to cool down to that to contend with is the problem. Whereas if I do it the other way around, I can do it at slightly reduced damage. So we're going to do... There we go, extra 500 damage if I squeeze it out that way. So I guess, you know, in a situation, like, it's not going to come up hugely often, but, you know, I'm at the level where I need to practice more niche stuff. So, like, I guess... missed it. Bit of a weird link, but yeah, that's what we're aiming for. Yeah, okay. And then I think that would have killed. But like I say, difficult one to know in the moment. But cool to know, like, regardless, actually, that we, you know, went and worked that out. So, let's get back on our on our ranked grind, as it were. Unless, of course, I know I've got pinned messages in, like, both the YouTube and Twitch side of things, but if anyone does want, some games, do just, you know, drop a message in the chat there. We can, you know, like, find a, you know, I can make a lobby, or we can go and find, like, a spot in, like, one of the main hub worlds. If you're on the free-to-play game, you know, like, I am definitely down to clown, as it were.
Begins Fate's episode.
And this ping number looks a bit different, so it might not be the Vass again.
Versus
No, we've got a Beatrix. Okay. Who did recently get nerfed. I can't remember exactly how, but I know people said that she got nerfed. I probably should have paid attention to that, but oh well. Okay, you spot dodged ball. This literally makes me more plus. Ooh, okay. Damn, very good blocks. And also, a sign that I'm relying too much on, nice DP. Still doesn't realize that spot dodging ball is bad, but very, like, astute defense on this player. DP? No? Okay. I try to bait something. There we go. Alright. Again, just even pressure like that, where I'm just doing, like, you know, far light ball or light noble strat, is good enough that it'll... Well, first off, it helps me pressure from a range that I'm not normally great at as pressuring at with Charter, which is, you know, not point blank. Okay, fair. Thank God she swept there. Because I absolutely deserve to eat shit for that DP. Oh, no. Oh, that's still plus, yeah. Don't know why I thought that wouldn't be plus. Oh, yeah, she's nerfed. All her kit must not work. It's like, no, it's not how this works. Thank God sweeps out range. I need to stop parrying. It's not working. She's baiting it. Nice spot dodge. Okay. We can bait this, though. We can bait these spot dodges. Because she's, like, so gung-ho with them. Okay, ult DP. Get off me. My light didn't come out. And I know you're, like, yeah, you're, like, the DP and parry bait central, so I'm just gonna do... No! That's unfortunate. But she stood up there. I should have got the grab. No, fair enough. I was being a tad greedy. This is the kind of player where I'm probably not going to be able to get away with that. Don't know why she's spot dodging that. It's not working. Overhead. Ah, I thought she was going to brave counter. Oh, that's not good. There it was. I was right, just early. We jump those. This is going to give a delta clock, which is a bit annoying, but I cannot get that medium to save my life at the minute. Luckily, I can get this combo, so I guess we'll take that instead. We will absolutely take some of that.
Battle 1. Engage.
Light ball. Oh, you know what? Fair. You got me. Stop that. My God. The things I can do when I am, like, vaguely rested, like parry Beatrix stuff, makes me feel very strong. Don't know why I tried to get... That's what else I need to work out my system as well. Seeing an anti and being like, oh yeah, far light will save me here. Like, okay, ignoring the fact it did there, it's like, no, stop that. She doesn't know it's plus. This is great news. Okay, that's your game. Is this combo limit? No, it's not. Okay, slightly different routing than I did normally, but that's an example of good routing. Like, actually thinking, how do I get enough damage to this super kills? Okay. You know what? I wasn't expecting that. DP. Okay. I can do that too. Hold this dash H. There we go. Didn't get much off of it, mind you, but... What did I say about parrying? Ah, okay. I was going to try and go for the grab again, which, to be fair, might have been ill-fated. I thought I pressed the buttons. Apparently, I did not. I might be dead now. No, I'm not. Okay. Do you want to jump at me? I think it'd be really cool if you jumped at me, actually. You know what? I had a read. I was like, I'm going to swing with Light Ball, which is like minus in most circumstances. She's going to do something. I'm going to like Noble Execution and then Chortle. I did not, though. Good play by her. You don't get to do that twice. The classic, yes, your parry hit, but not same side, so you don't get the animation. And also you get full comboed for correctly parrying. Gonna hit him with the slip and slide. That's fair. Nice. Okay. Oops, that's not what I should have done. Yeah, I'm dead. Damn. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Yeah, cracking this Beatrix's defense is gonna be a tough one.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
But we've done it before. We can do it again. Not with that though. She is backing off a lot. Like, she appears to be scared of me, which is fantastic news for me. Stop that. You freaking stick your leg out and call it a day. Nice grab. Now get it twice, though. You can have a UDP if you want. Fair enough. Ooh. My god, someone actually spot dodging a dash light and it working. There's a novelty. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get UDP'd to death here, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, I'm so stupid. The one time it hits. I guess, to be fair, that's very difficult to hit confirm. So, I'll give myself a little break there. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of more what we need. Mix up some timings on this. There we go. Be unpredictable. Because it's not like we're not being let in. It's just that we're currently being bounced by the defense. But that can change. That can change very quickly. Need to do more of that. Maybe throw in a bit of the more standards. Actually, no, they haven't shown they can deal with the new age stuff, as it were. Yeah, I shouldn't have stuck lights out. It's fine, though. Ooh, okay. Another UDP? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're fine with that. I blocked that the wrong way. Why? If a Beatrix jumps at me, why am I just not using the block button? Nice. Okay. Well, this is a bad look. I don't think she's going to jump at me. It's kind of not her raison d'etre. Ah. She's got the OS on that down where, like, it looks like she's standing up and then it just doesn't quite happen. But yeah, no, I needed that one to get the damage I needed, really. Unless I was going to try and go for, like, a bunch of resets. To be fair, maybe it was less dire than I give it to. I tunnel vision myself into that sometimes. But if I've already seen that it's not going to work once, I probably shouldn't try it again. Like, you know, some people have the know-how. Or if I know they're going to do that, if they've done it before, hit them with a couple of overheads. What's the worst that can happen? You know, it gets blocked and I'm, you know, it's not my turn anymore. It's better than, like, the grab whiffing. Oh, cool, we're back to peck back. Oh. Yeah, good stuff by that, Beatrix, though. I'm going to go back and analyze that one as well. Just as soon as I'm done here. Because there's a lot of interesting questions I can ask about my offense there. And kind of like how formulaic it is. I'll take it. I didn't even mean to do that low at the end. I just kind of forgot to press a button. But hey, it works.
Battle 2. Engage.
That was a kind of dirty cross-up, but also I put myself in that situation. So, like, can I complain, really? Why do I always do this? Why do I think he's going to do it again? I should have stand lighted there so there wasn't a gap. Oh, because I might be dead now. Yeah, in fact, I am definitely dead now. Alright. A little sloppy, a little loosey-goosey, as it were. Let's try and play with a bit more aplomb, as it were. Oh, that's not good. That is, though. And if the formulaic offense is working, then we should probably just stick to it. Although I guess, actually, maybe now's a good time to try and lab out some other stuff. No, I can't mess around against this Vass. Like, he's not someone who I can just be like, ooh, what if I try this weird stuff? It's like, you gotta play some kind of seriously because this Vass is like, you know, this Vass knows his options to get out of stuff. And the amount of damage he can shit out if I let him is not very fun. What were you pressing there that I got, like, the overhead from Noble Strat into light and won? Like, that's a slow-ass button, my dude. I'm minus a lot on that overhead. You shouldn't let me get away with that. I really thought I'd be able to land and grab, but, no, I've got to remember against this player. Just, ow. Mind his command grabs, yeah. That's what I got to remember. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I was definitely just pressing buttons. Don't like that. Oh, I was late on the light punish. Because I definitely should be able to punish that on whiff. Oh, God. You are jumping. And I have 100 meter and less than 30% health. And behold, the best anti-air in the game. Die. We're going to hit him with the... I'm going to try and jump you him, and then he's going to just command grab me for it. I'm definitely getting predictable there. Okay, okay. Oh, I didn't get the follow-up. Okay, nice. Right, but before you do that again, can I maybe convince you to not? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to block one. Well, not block. I'm not going to block a command grab because that would be cheating. I'm going to jump one of these command grabs one of these days, but it's not going to be today. Oh, that was very nice. Yeah, there it is. Try and command grab me, will you? Have you considered perishing? Sure. You know what? Sometimes it's goofy, but sometimes we really need to make sure we block the wake-up super. Which is what I was very afraid of there. Has this player done a super in this entire match? I don't think so. But you know what? That would be a terrifying first time for it. That is very unfortunate he spot dodged there. And, you know, it was the correct spot dodge, but I can just grab. Unless you press a fast light button. Because the way that works is that, like, if I grab and they grab, they tech. If I grab and they hit a fast light button, then they win. They press, like, something slow, though. Or nothing at all. Today on things I think probably shouldn't have worked, but I'm glad they did. Let me just unload a full auto combo into your armor, sir. I think that's funny. Oh. Okay, right. Anyway, I said I was going to watch that Beatrix replay back. And I intend to do so. Because, yeah. Let's have a look here. Oh, these replays can't be viewed? No. That's a shame. Yeah, let's watch some of these later too, I think.
Charlotte.
And just see how we're doing here.
Beatrix.
Because it's not like they were using a ton of defensive options to, like, permanently get me off them. Like, you know, they were spending a lot. They just had good defense. Okay, godlike parry from me. Okay. Close light into, you know, string into this. It's good, because I'm still plus. They DP out there. That's fine. Okay. Nothing wrong with that interaction. Like, in a vacuum. Okay, a bit of stuff here. Weird grab. Okay, so we've got close light into dash light there. For more pressure. Which is an option. And it did result us in a little combo. Okay, another spot dodge on the medium there. Was that something we didn't pick up on? The fact they were doing that. And yeah, and good routing here as well. Okay, that was a very clean round, actually. Okay, okay. So, things I should be thinking at this stage of the game. First off, I'm pretty sure in game 1, they knew how to deal with EX, like, Noble Strat grab, so just don't use it. Like, maybe it can be used as some weird combo ender stuff, but, like, don't try and just go for it, essentially. Like, unless you maybe go for a couple of overheads first and then try it, but, you know, it's iffy. Because they start 2H in the overheads, that'll also work against the command grab, so, you know, whack whack. Kind of neither here nor there. Other than that, so they spot dodged the farm medium after M slashes, so we should be looking to maybe light or EX ball, depending on how close we are to the corner there to catch that. Or just, like, dash up, you know. Like, we probably can't get dash up, like, close heavy. We could do a dashing light into that to catch that, probably. The timing will have to be, you know, you'd have to delay it slightly. Maybe that's our dash heavy setup. Ooh, hold up. Hold. That's big brain. If I know people are going to spot dodge there, can I dash heavy them? That would be sauce, if I could. But also, it would have to be such a hard read and commitment, because if that gets blocked to that dash heavy, I'm minus 7 billion and I'm going to die. So, yeah. But, as a read, imagine? Like, it's not, okay, it's not a good dash heavy setup. But it's a thing I can do that would be funny. But anyway, also, yeah, spot dodging that. Can't do EX command grab. And there was the one EX DP. Again, I think maybe in that same spot, actually. Hold on, let me... Sorry, I'm going to just wind the replay? What? The replay back from to the start here. I just want to see when exactly they DP'd here, because it might be they're just trying to do different options in the same gap, in which case I can probably OS a lot of their defense. It was the same gap. Okay, right. So they love trying to DP on my established plus frames, which is M slashes. Okay, right. So we can go next round then. And see how this goes. Yeah, why are we noble stratting at round start? And particularly if we did it last time. Okay, just DP to get him off me here, but I answer in turn. We did get dash heavy. But again, what do we get off of it? That was counter as well. Like, it wasn't like a big punish counter, but it was a counter hit. Okay, spot dodges that, but I grab them because I know that's coming. I try and read another spot dodge, but I doubt they're going to do 2 in a row. Yeah, it's things like this where I've got to get into my head that, like, knowing someone can do that is one thing, but I need to delay my reactions to it by 1. Partly because it makes them think that, oh, this player is not, is not adapting. They're just going to do this again. I can freely spot dodge again. So it gives them a little bit of impetus to do the spot dodge again. And also partly, people very rarely do something twice in a row, particularly at this rank, just to check if people are, like, adapting or not. So I need to, if something gets beaten by, like, a spot dodge there, and I get a chance immediately after, I need to just do it again. And then we start turning the brain on and thinking. But, like, we need more gorilla in here. More unga bunga. Look, I'm like 73 years old. I'm not reacting to that. I'm not reacting to DI in Street Fighter 6. I'm just gonna hold that, quite frankly. A lot of damage coming out from there, though. Okay, yeah, you know what? I said it there. I said it again here. I respect the read. Really thought she'd throw something there. Although maybe without meter and with no bravery points, she was playing it super safe. Yeah, that could be it. I need to wait until I think people are a little more confident to do that. Because, like, yeah. No bravery points at that. At that kind of range. Sorry. Then, you know, one hit and she's dead. And she knows I have the combos for it. So, you know, whether we do, whether she presses the advantage or not. And particularly because this player has been, you know, quite good on defense. I don't think defensive, maybe defensive is also the right term. But, you know, regardless of the good on defense. Fuck you, parry. Give me back my Grand Blue versus parry where I could just hit that and not have to worry. Also, actually, no. And one other thing I want to say there, and we're just going to go, I'm going to play this round from the start. Which, if there's a way to just go back around, by the way, and I'd have to do this every time, do let me know. But yes, here we are. Round 3. How's this one start again? Okay, it's not Noble Strat, at least. That's nice. Medium DP there. Right. To be fair, this was hitting cross up anyway, and I think it would have been hard to light DP react to. I don't know. Because, yeah, what's the option here? Because I think light DP... I mean, maybe light DP will catch this. I'm not 100% sure. But maybe, like... At the very least, I think it's better to get in my muscle memory that light DP is just a better anti-air than parry, and I should stop trying to anti-air parry. Because, like, even if, like, here's the thing, right? If people jump in and press nothing, and I parry, I eat complete shit. Like, I eat a heavy counter-hit combo. If people jump in and I light DP, if they block that shit, I'm plus. Like, there's 3 plus frames on the table here, for the sake of me moving my fingers over 2 buttons when I want to, like, anti-air. So I'm just pressing the skill button instead of the U button for parry. Like, I really have got to start getting that in my muscle memory, because it's going to be so huge to, like, manufacture pressure off of bad jump-ins. And obviously if it hits as well, like you can do light DP loops, which is kind of funny. Like, it's not something I'm hugely au fait with, but again, another thing I can learn from Zeron. Like, parry is great for those kind of, like, slightly rarer mid-screen scramble things, particularly because if you don't represent it as an option for every fucking anti-air, people don't expect it. Yeah. So I think that's really, really something I need to do a bit more as well. Okay. Then, yeah, big Matrix combo here. What's the wake up? Just hitting to grab. I'm more plus there than not. I'm also plus there. Okay, that time I think I was maybe reading a spot dodge, but it would have been with the wrong timing anyway. Like, sorry, this Charlotte pose is cracking me up. I need to move it on just a little bit. But yeah, I think, like, if we're rolling in that scenario, there has to be an option that beats both spot dodge and roll there. Like, there's got to be an OS. Maybe, actually. I think maybe even better than dash heavy thing. And this is going to sound kind of insane, so I'm going to need to set up a bot and test this afterwards. Maybe stand heavy is the answer. Like a charged stand heavy, which will counter hit out the end of a roll or a spot dodge and cover both of those ranges. And then I can go, like, if it's far, I can hit confirm it in the moment because it's a heavy counter hit. I can do in the corner, like, EX ball. I could probably do, like, alt ball regardless, to be fair. Or maybe, you know, if I'm more mid-screen, I can try and, like, link a Raging Strike from there. Or maybe, no, it's a heavy counter hit. I can just run in dash light and do some stuff. That'll be the play. And then if it's close, obviously, we get, like, heavy into, you know, fucking whatever we want. It's, you know, just imagination combo from there. That's if it works. I need to get the specific timing down on it. And that's specifically for people who want to spot dodge and roll like this. So I think that would be a nice little, like, kind of tool in the toolbox. Okay. And if I can get that, by the way, I just want to say, this is the power of watching your replays. That is, if it works, and to be fair, even thinking about it and trying to come up with ideas for it isn't bad. But if it works, that is a huge, like, thing in my pressure toolkit. Because it's something where normally I'd just be like, it's kind of, you know, we have to do, like, I've gone from, well, we can maybe kind of delay something, but, like, I don't really know the combo, to, right, this fucking kills someone. It's going to have to be very specifically timed. Okay, yeah, and then we just eat another combo here and we die. Right. Cool. I actually probably could have done all this yakking, like, a bit later on. But yeah, okay, hold on. We have much to learn. Yeah. I think if you expect them to do something like that, the safest option would be to just wait and do nothing. The advantage of doing, like, a far heavy, I think, because, like, if people are mashing out, it's absolutely the wrong call. I need to get a read on what people are doing. Like, you are right that wait and do nothing is safest, but it's also the least rewarding, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm trying to push my offense, so I'm gonna set young Granathy here to do some stuff. Because, like, I mean, yeah, sure. If I want to do 2, you might be the best normal there also. You're actually very right there, Current Dreamer. Like, I haven't really considered 2U. And that is a bit slower, so we're gonna, hold on. Counter-attack settings. Counter on block. We want evade and crossover. Which I think, roll and spot dodge. Since it'll, clean beat a roll every time and still be safe versus spot dodge. Like, still be, plus they spot dodge a 2U. Is that how that works? Ooh, that could be interesting then. Okay, right. That's also something to consider. So, let's do blocks all. Okay, yeah, that was a counter. Okay, and then... I mean, that's looking pretty good. And then, out of interest, if I want their counter-attack settings to also just be, like, obviously it's going to lose to... Can I have neutral? And then, if you neutral... Oh, I just want to test how that works as well, actually. If I action 3 neutral, and then... Yeah, okay, that's a huge call-out, but yeah, there's going to be big damage if it works. That's what I'm thinking, because, like, even if they block, like, even if they block this, then, like, I can still do some, like, stuff like, just, like, light ball or something, or if they're really expecting that, you know, I can get real funky with it, do something like that, and there's so many layers they have to pick apart in the heat of the moment there. But, like, I think that can be really, interesting. I do want to test out your 2U option as well, though. Because that could be something. I think I'd probably get a smaller combo off of it. But let's give it a go. So we just want to, like, block string this. Wait, hold on. I was meant to do 2U. Whoops. Oh, yeah, hold on, wait. Forgot there's a gap there for evade. So I need to, yes, that punishes roll. Has he just done roll like 17 times? Ah, no, see, if I do, if they spot dodge and I do rat straight away, then, like, that's a bit finicky. So let's, again, try it again. Yeah, I'm -2 there. Like, sure, if I delay it a bit, I guess. No, -4, that's even worse. -3, okay. Yeah, -2, rip. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking if I... Hold on. If I just whack him with the big punish. Still a pretty safe option, still a bit mashing also. Well, true, yeah. But, like, yeah, I think the idea is, for the most part... you know, actually, you know what? You're very right about that. Or people jumping out. Also true. Now, traditionally, if I just set him to action 3 here, what I've done against people mashing is, actually, hold on. Tell you what, if I want to show against what people are doing mashing, let's just have them do standing L. Traditionally, my option has always just been far M. Yeah, because 2U isn't going to work there. So if they're mashing something fast, I can get, you know, like that. You know, it's a little combo. And then, you know, if I really want to bet the farm on it, I can do, like, you know, this, and then... why do I keep dropping that today? Because, yeah, 2U mash, or no, sorry, yeah, 2U after that is... It kind of relies on people not mashing a very fast button anyway, so it's not necessarily going to be mash, I don't think. But what it will do is allow me to do, like... Why, hold on, block switching enabled, there we go. How slow is Charlotte's 2U? Reasonably. 10 frames, that's a real slow 2U, yeah. It makes up for it by the fact that it is slightly forward advancing. So, you know, you can get... like shenanigans like that going. And then that does put you outside of far M range, actually. I've never done that before. So if I'm, like, you know, doing my stuff... There's actually a gap there because, oh, it's 9 frame. It hit on 10 frame earlier. Yeah, first active frame 9. Which is obviously gonna lose. I mean, even with being plus, well, +1, yeah. That'd be why, because medium slashes is plus, but it's +1, so I like the best I can really get off of it is far medium in that scenario. So, like I say, my go-to to beat mashers is that, but obviously the problem with that is that if I then set them to do like other stuff, maybe shimmy to you, possibly, yeah. Hold on. So that was the mash. That might have been roll. Yeah, there we are. So stuff like that, where if people start spot dodging that, we have what happened in that Beatrix game I was just analyzing. And, it, you know, it like, what do you call it? You know, I essentially lose my turn there. But if I know they're going to do stuff like that, or even if I think they're going to, like... So the plan is, we do this, right? And then that farm agent beats mash. Mashing is off the table. They think, okay, I can't mash, but I can probably spot dodge that. So even if they're respecting that, what I can then switch to a couple of times to catch, like, basically everything here is this. And then, like I say, you know, I get pretty big damage off that. I'm not sure what's the biggest damage I get off it, mind you. Yeah, cause, okay, well, apparently that beats Mash Light as well. Like, which is kind of funny. Like, range-dependent beats Mash Light. And then, like, I don't know, some shit like this. That was meant to be EX Ball, but you get the idea. I feel like that's too committal of an option to go for when you're already plus. I don't know, because, like, I think it's more the situation you put it in, is that, like, people know I'm plus. I don't think they're necessarily many of them know they're, like, +1. But people know I'm plus, so they're going to try and look for options out of, like, the follow-ups, which, again, if I'm trying to beat Mash, should be this. So, like, in the sense of the metagame, like, in the sense of, like, how I'm conditioning people, it makes sense to me, kind of. Because, like, the other thing about 2U, obviously, is that this, you know, sorry, like, this, as I've shown off, you know, you get, oh, particularly in the corner as well, actually, I can probably get, you know, like, some insanely huge amount of reward off it with, like, all the right resources and that, but whatever. Which one of these is the... No idea. It's gonna be like this one or something, isn't it? Yeah, there it is, right. Whereas if I do, like, say, shimmy 2U, as you say? God, that's... Yeah, I've got to get the timing down on that. The trick is getting it to beat Mash. Because if I switch my opponent to... yeah, like, Standout after this. Yeah, you've got to be, like, so on that. I almost feel that almost feels like it wants to be done straight away. Okay, right. mean, it does give me hard knockdown, to be fair. But I have to time it, like, just right. Whereas the heavy is a lot more like fire and forget. And even if it gets blocked, it's like, okay, I just cancel into, you know, like, I just do another one of these. And then we're back here again. You know, at which point, again, that kind of incentivizes some mash. It's like, okay, you probably shouldn't be able to swing that heavy there. And then we go back to medium. It's like, I think alternating those is a good kind of thing to go off of. And the reward I get off of doing this is, like, don't get me wrong, it's not 0. But it's not, like, amazing either. It's like, I get a hard knockdown, true, or I could just get, you know, like, fat damage. And I don't think it's, like, maybe in a situation where I notice that some people are... Because, like, to be fair, one thing I haven't tested... You can still special cancel it into something. I mean, yeah, I guess. Maybe this is like, maybe this is a case of me not knowing my, like, sweep combos then. Oops. That's not it. But, like, can I get something off of sweep at that range? I can't get that, I'll tell you that for much. Particularly when the sweep gets blocked. Hang on, yeah, can't get that. I can get that, I guess. But it's not quite what I was looking for. I was looking for a plain alt ball. But, yeah, it registered that. Registered that slightly wrong. Maybe I can get 2-2-U, actually. 2-2-U is probably the easiest thing to get there. After the sweep, not before it. So we can do, like... No, okay, can't get that. Yeah, definitely can't. Yeah, and I can't do, like, alt ball, because it keeps thinking I'm trying to do super. I guess, you know what? In a theoretical world where I'm not bad at inputting, let's just have my, Skybound Art Gauge be, like, not 100. Just have it be 50. Hang on. There we go. And then I want to do... We'll get there eventually. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Still no. And also that sweep didn't hit. Yeah, I can get that. Maybe that leads to some stuff in the corner. At like 75 meter, that'd have to be. And then we can go, like, we can go this, back off. Can also do that, I guess, but, that's something else I should probably be doing as well, like in the situations where I'm like, hang on. I forgot it doesn't work if he, yeah, I should be using a bit more of alt slashes because of the forward movement is nice, but that's kind of a separate aside. So we do this, and then we do the sweep. Oh, okay, that works in the corner. Interesting, right. So corner specific. Gah, we're gonna get this, we're gonna get this, hold on. That's what I'm looking for, just a bit better time. Almost. God, I'm pressing it way too late. Yeah, something like that, you know, you can get. But at the same time, I have to use, you know, particularly if I'm a bit out there or I want to do any of this stuff, I have to use meter for that. Whereas if I just do like that, I can still do like another medium after it, even if they mashed light. Again, probably not on all characters. Like, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say something like maybe someone who isn't Gran is not going to be able to do that. Like, let's say, I don't know, who's got a good, like, far light? I mean, Vesusia until recently, Lamau. Who's got, like, a war crime far light? Like, No, fairies would be too slow. Right? Zeta. Okay, let's give Zeta a go. No, actually, you know what? Zoe, you're so right. Better idea. Let's lab against Zoe. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Yeah, so now if we do this, then I might be in more trouble. If she, has counterattack settings on. Counter on block, stand down. There we go. No, even against her, that works fine, actually. Yeah, we're chilling, actually. Okay, let's test a couple of other people just to, like, try and make sure that we're on the, you know, not being led down the garden path. Metera, of course. Metera is the fucked up, like, 5L character. If anyone's gonna catch me, it's gonna be this obnoxious fucking low. If I set her to do it, I keep forgetting to do that. Here we are, counterattack, stand L. So, like, this, although to be fair, if this works on everyone except Metera, I still count this as valuable. It's just Metera is fucked. Yeah, okay. Doesn't work against Metera. But, fuck this stupid character. Okay. So in that case, I do have to... I do have to do that to beat her on that. But like I say, so the mix-up is slightly less effective on Metera because she can far light me. But at the same time, like, the entire point is I'm not doing, you know, this into heavy and getting counter hit until I've done a couple of this into medium into, like, extend pressure type things. So once we get the people to use to this, then we can throw in some of that sauce. You know, once I start realizing, hey, you're going to, like, you know, spot, dodge, and roll. And I think, like, yeah, I think that's a good thing labbed there. I think that's pretty good. Now all I've got to do is apply it when I see that it's relevant. Which is always the trick of it. I think we should test this out with them in the corner versus some characters. Actually, you know what? Okay, we will. We'll pull the Zoe back up. Like, I think the pushback on far M is about the same wherever, but I could be wrong. Because lower pushback might make it not work. Yeah, okay. So something to watch in the corner. Again, we do still have the mind game behind it, so, like, even if it does, I'm like, oh, okay, so it works mid-screen, it's a bit iffy in corner, and there's, like, some characters like the turret doesn't work against. So there's a lot of, like, caveats to it now. Right, counterattack, yeah, stand down. Yeah, no, still fine. Like, we are still good. And it's going to depend largely... One actually character I do want to test this on. She's got a bit of a slower 5L, and I know it has been nerfed recently, but just... Give me what does Vesusia do in mid-screen and the corner here? And let's go and set her to 5L on block. There we are. God, even against Vesusia, we're fine, actually. Yeah. And then I can notice that's blocked and just do another one. Yeah, something like that, you know, in case I'm trying to mash out there. Admittedly, I think I do need to lab out what I do against, you know, the other one. Because the problem with this is that this is in nice and close. This isn't as much. Like, they don't want me looping that. Which is kind of fair, honestly. I forget there's a gap there, so I can't do that. I've also got to make sure to time it right. Okay, can't do that if they're mashing. Right. So... I mean, Old Faithful does still work. Do I need to EX ball there, though? Maybe. Okay, yeah, that does also work against Mash. Hold on. Oh, that also works. Interesting. It's not quite what I was going for, but it does work. Hold on. this into stand heavy. Yeah, looks good to me. Not the most optimal corner combo you're ever going to see, but, you know, the theory is there. All right. I quite like that, actually. I'm going to keep that feather in the cap. And then just play a couple more games of ranked, I think. There we go. Might even hit, like, I mean, don't want to toot my own horn here, because, honestly, 200 diamonds is a good, like, platform to get to. 250 is, don't get me wrong, very nice. Maybe we can push 300 depending on who we run into. But it's all at the whim of the ladder. I would like to get to 300 tonight. You know, I say like I'm trying to push for Grandmaster or something. I do want to, like, I do really want to try someday, and it'll go along with me getting better at stuff, but I think there's so much more I have to learn first. And I need to have more nights. Like, I need to have more nights where I'm just in this very positive mind space where, like, I'm labbing stuff, I'm having a good time. You know, just these little kind of, like, edge cases I've got to kind of tick off. Because I am notoriously bad at checking my replays and doing labbing like that. And, you know, particularly someone who's wanting to teach fighting games at some point, I should be better at doing that, you know? If not for analyzing my own replays, for analyzing my students, potentially. So, yeah, it's definitely a skill that is... I underuse. And then I wonder why I'm losing to, like, people, you know, doing my entirely unlabbed basic, fuck it, we just landed on this pressure. Oh. Oh. But yeah, no, this has been, like, I've got to say, I'm having a ton of fun tonight so far. It's just nice to work stuff like that out. I probably should have also labbed what the punish was if I, yeah, sure. If I actually land this, like, far heavy. And again, this is looking for people specifically spot dodging the far medium after the slashes. It's Peck Pack again. I'm apparently the only person unranked tonight. I'm so sorry, Peck Pack. Actually, I'm not sorry. You've been kind of fucking clapping me in a couple of these games, so... Apology revoked. This is a fair fight. Oh, God. Ow. You can link another normal off of counter hit far H, right? I'm not sure whether that's, like, heavy counter hit or just regular counter hit. Oh, I'm doing the thing where I jump at him again. Okay. Ah, yeah, fair. Probably the simplest thing would be to link far M after. If it works, I think, yeah. Hang on, though. I gotta lock in here a second, because, like, that round was kind of a disaster. Ugh. I did try and get a far L in there. It did not happen. I am getting sourced. Remember when I said apology revoked? Yeah, I meant it. Right, there we go. Let's have you out of there. Yep. Ugh. Alright, alright. You got me. See if you can do it again. God.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Christ, that command grab keeps getting me. Poke out of that. I'm gonna keep doing this. He just seems to, like, not want to... He's waiting for my jumps to do his reversal, so... Yeah, he's waiting for that. Okay. Ha! Funny. There we go, right. Had to quieten down a bit and focus there, but that's a lot better. That's a lot more like what we want to see. Stop that. And while you haven't got 50 meter, I'm going to bully you. There. He's learned that he needs to press the fast light button. Ooh, that's good for us. Just a close light starter, but still. You know, about 40% of his health. Ah. He knew I was going to try and jump there. That's annoying. You're going to have to try and armor at some point. I'm going to kill you when you do. Okay, well, you know what? That's 50 meter again. You did get the armor, though. I was kind of waiting on you for. Stop that. Get load. With a good combo, I can kill here. But with a bad combo, I can kill here, honestly. There we go. Right. Weirdly, he's catching me with his reversals because I'm trying to bait the reversals. So I've just got to show them a lot less respect. I think it's really a good way to OS my way out of that. I've just got to be like, hey, no. This is not how we do things here. Also, speaking of not how we do things here. Oh, yeah, it was on cooldown. We'll take it. Thank you. I like playing against players who stand up against me. It's great. Like you stood up, perish. Fair enough. Again, I kind of auto-jumped there, but it absolutely would have got me lean clobbered if I had, if he had done that U reversal again. And he had 100 meters, so he could have done a lot worse, to be fair. If I'd have jumped forward there, that would have been real nice. Don't you dare. Okay, fair. He's just doing it normally this time. But I'm kind of alright with that. You can stop that. I don't care if you've got armor. My parry is technically a command grab. And now you don't have armor. Okay, so you're spot dodging the actual M slashes, which is fine. There's absolutely a combo I can get there. I just completely forgot it at the moment. Stop it. I should have known. Should really have known. Yeah. Good to see that habit's still a thing. And I do need this to kill. As in, I need to use the super in order to kill, not I'm hoping the super kills and I don't quite know. Of course it was going to kill. But, like, I need to use that meter. For that purpose, because of the way the combo fell out. Oh. Oh, yeah, like, gotta keep my wits about me as well. For sure, for sure, for sure. Still on the climb, though. Admittedly, all off the back of, like, one player, basically. Just like, hello? Where are my Grand Blue people? I mean, I did say I wanted Vassaraga MU experience. And I'm getting it. So, really, no complaints. But, yeah. Anyway, sorry, to return to what you were saying there, Current Dreamer. So you can link another normal off of counter hit far H. Probably something to link far M after that. I think so? Because I guess I could do then, like, far M and then EX Ball to near the corner, or far M and then, like, Raging Strike, Raging Chain if they're not. I got the feeling this is this Vass again.
Here begins fate's
I have a slight suspicion. Yup, sure is. Alrighty then. Don't know why the game seems to match us two up like so much. There must be other people on. And that Beatrix for a start. Yeah, I was very patient there. I didn't noble strat at round start. He's mashed and wake up every single time. What is brother doing? Nice. He knew. I tried to parry in the gaps there, which you absolutely can do. Yeah, he's waiting for the jump and then he's doing it. And I know he's doing that, but I'm... M-Ball, my beloved? Why did that dodge that? Okay, I'm going to wait for you to command grab. You're going to do it. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's not command grab. He turned gold. I thought it was going to command grab. Oh, I threw off of that read. God damn. And he command grabs me at the end. Just as, like, here it was. Alright, I see you. Ow. Shotafar can reach after blocking the U follow-up to his stance. It's punchable on block even though it guard crushes. That's silly. Why is it punchable on block even though it guard crushes? But fair enough. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, actually, I don't want you to be in stance. And your little thing you do there with catch me up, yeah, it doesn't work if I cross you up, apparently. Really gotta stop doing that. There's the command grab. I'm gonna full send it. Ooh! Oh my god, it was so close! I'm so upset. That was so close! I thought I had the right routing. Could I have got one more, like, medium in there or something? Oh, I thought I was so cracked for a second.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, gotta stop doing that. What did we just say about that at round start? Oh, and he's got fucking armor meter, so I can't low him. Not quite what I was looking for. I was kind of hoping there'd be a noble strat in there somewhere. Gotta stop trying to low him. It's not Marissa, you can't do that. Sure, that works. Let's take a bravery point off him. Take an overhead. Fair. One more reset, we probably have him. Okay, he's waiting for noble strats to do that now as well, which is minorly inconvenient. Can't believe I didn't get the punish on that. Oh god. That's bad. I love how Ball hops over the low follow-up to that. That's very silly. Why am I still noble stratting at round start? Oh my god, you're right. That is hilarious. Uh-huh. I fucking knew it was coming, I just wasn't sure whether he'd do one more step. I've also got to stop trying to low him there. It's like, I don't know where I've developed that habit from, it needs to stop. Okay, he's down to one bravery point. He's taking some lumps out of me though, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping the kind of air stall there would help. Interesting. I really thought he'd command grab. Gotta wait for him to turn gold. There we go. How's it going, Artie? Not too bad, actually. I think we've had a really good stream so far. I've been labbing some stuff in response to people's, in response to matches I've lost. We've learned a lot. It seems we're still up against this Vass. We have played against this Vass about 73 times, to be fair. But yeah, matches have all been different. We've both been adapting. It's been, where was my slashes? This is the most scuffed pressure I've ever done. Please don't look at this as an example of how the matchup is developing. This is not fair representation. Fucking, I thought you'd wait for me to jump. Okay. You don't have the fucking... There we go. Whew. Okay. You don't have the meter to reverse your way out of this one, so you can perish. Which is 1-1. Okay.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Let's try and take the set here. Yeah, okay. I know you're au fait with doing that. I'm going to overhead you. I'm going to start mixing shit. Okay. I couldn't punish you there, weirdly. timing issue, I guess. There we go. Good chunk of damage. And then we're going to hit you with the get command grabbed, I guess. Uh-huh. I fucking jumped. I knew it was coming. Okay, now he's learned that he shouldn't do the low follow-up there. Full send. There we go. Oh. I fucking knew what you were going to do and I should have killed you earlier. Wah. Can I, like... Okay. You know what? I'm not going to complain. Hey, can I have your bravery points? Thank you. I'm also going to go down to 1 bravery point against Vasaraga, which is a terrible fucking idea, but you know what? Sometimes you've just got to be a silly little guy. And kill him with the cross-under with M-Ball, my beloved. We love it when people don't use the block button. Spoken by man who never uses the fucking block button and therefore eats shit to Beatrix Spleen jump-ins every single time. As shown earlier. But yeah. As fun as it has been playing this Vass a lot, I think if I run into him again, then after that... imagine not using the block button. I know, right? For shame. Ew. Yeah, I do use the block button to spot dodge occasionally. Never to actually block. Oh, hey, this looks like someone different. Thank God. I was gonna say if we run into this Vass, like a lot more, then I might have to just temporarily block him for the sake of like for the sake of variety on the stream. But looks like matchmaking is finding us new players anyway. Note to self: Light Ball does not beat Boot. And I am eating shit for it. Okay, we're both catching each other's run-ins. But he's doing it better. Because he gets like a fucking full corner combo off it. And I got, what, like 10% maybe. Yeah, fair. I'm trying to get too fancy with it. I should have, yeah, should have just done dash L. Go. Thank God he didn't punish that. But I think the fact he did that far and that means he does know how. Okay, not ideal. Yeah, okay, I'm jumping too much. I gotta be more careful. Nope, you don't get to just do that against me, actually. Thank God. Rare instance of close M actually connecting after a dash light. Doesn't normally happen for reasons not known to man. Can I get an overhead? No, okay, fair. Can I get a projectile punish? Also, no. Okay, we'll take chip. Look, I saw you alone enough. I was going to send that no matter what. That's fair. He's plus after that. You know, for the most basic character in the game, because I don't see him that often, I don't actually know a lot about Gran and how his pressure works. It seems to be he sits at this range and bullies me. Is like the most of what I can gather out of it. Hooray, I'm free! I'm not free. I'm dead! Maybe I'm not dead? Oh, no. Okay, nice. Fair. Oof! Right. Probably should have expected some. Okay. I need to expect some more defensive options from him. Okay, yeah, I'm going to assume that, like, Boot's a plus. I don't really know how Boot works, but I've tried to punish it with Far Light and it hasn't worked, so... In my head, that's a plus-ass move. Stop trying to use light DP as a reversal. It's strictly an anti-air. If you're going to do that, do medium DP. That's another, like, really bad habit I've got to break as well. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I should have just fucking Far Lighted. I'm stupid. That's bad. Oh, that's so bad. I was waiting to just rip the super on him, but never quite happened. You can just assume it's always plus unless it's just super point blank. Yeah, okay. Yeah, case in point. That, on the other hand. Nice 2H, okay. So I can't hit him with that. It's always good to test these things once. He fucking loves brave countering me. I tried to punish that whiff and it did not happen. Stop that. It's not your turn. I tried to EX ball and he got beaten by fucking light boot. Okay. His boot just kind of beats me. Nice. Yeah, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Oh, I fucking knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. Oh. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah. I kind of want to play against him one or two more times. Before I go, like, replay study on that one. Because, I don't know. I feel like there's other things I could have done in that matchup. And I want to, like, once I'm kind of really, like, okay, what do I do? Like, there were no situations there that I feel like were presented and I was like, oh, I couldn't beat that. It's just, I guess the whole, like, the flow of how it works in Scran is something I just need more experience with. Like, I mean, learning that boot was plus mid-match was, you know, like, okay, yeah, that's something. And also that it beats every version of fucking ball, when ball is normally, like, you know, the charge move beater, as it were. Is kind of nutty.
Here begins Fate's episode.
Right. This looks about the same ping. Do we get this Scran again?
Versus
No, we get a Yule. Okay. Now, Yule I've always felt like is a matchup I kind of know what I'm doing, but I still lose it sometimes.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Like, I know the basic premise. Okay, so now she knows I'm going to press there, so she might, like, stance up parry. She also knows I like to do that. Fair enough. Thought I'd fire right back. Not the biggest load of damage, and means, you know, we know she's on the ball with that. Why did I try and swing far heavy there? That was really stupid. Okay. That I should parry. Oh, God, the fact she is so fucking far away from me. Yeah, nice shimmy. Okay. You gotta bring it in a bit.
Battle 2. Engage.
God, that fucking far M. Yeah, no, you don't. Just MDP straight away, huh? Yeah, well, I can do that too. Okay, ready on that. I thought I'd try it, because it would have been really nice to have the corner there. How did that lose? What? Mm-hmm. Why am I grabbing? Oh. I'm so getting auto-shimmied by this person. It's unreal. Ugh. Okay. It's literally just a case of, like, I'm using less defensive resources. Like, we're both getting about the same amount of hits in neutral, I think. I'm just using less defensive resources. Yeah, okay, nice parries. Alright, stop that. God! Okay, yeah. Would have loved if that medium caught the hop back, but I guess it was EX, so. Alright, stop that. Yeah, I kind of lost track of what I was doing. Can't parry that. Can parry that. Fuck you. Why am I dash lighting there, which is guaranteed going to get, brave countered, when I could instead not be doing that? Is this a spot dodge? No, it's a you can eat shit. Excellent. Fantastic news.
Battle 2.
Right.
Engage.
Yeah, see, I'm playing so scared now because I'm trying to play around this DP. I really need to not. There we go. Right. Finally, some good fucking damage. Get out of here. Oh, that's bad. Never mind, it's actually fine. It's actually completely fine, the fact that I just did an MDP and then she tried to, like, I guess, dash heavy punish it. Which did not happen. Alright. Pulled ourselves up from the grunge there a bit.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Now, can we do it again? Okay, that would have been fine if I didn't press after it. I'm getting overheaded 17 times in a row. I don't like it. Yeah, I fucking thought so. You think you're slick? Get out of here. Now hold this safe jump. Oh no, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Question mark. Depends, has this Yule got the God combo routine? No, but you got the fucking God reset into that throw. Damn, alright. I see you. That was pretty slick. You know, I kind of don't want to sit here and block 17 more of these. Okay. Knows that's plus, that's mildly upsetting. This is a good reparation for it, though. Safe. Okay. Oh, I'm so dead. The low follow-up to Yule's backup is -4, so it's punchable with a throw. Oh yeah, I know the low is minus. Damn, nice, okay. I was not expecting run-up Brave counter, I'll be honest. Shit, nicely done. Honestly, a good couple of setups to close out those rounds on both games. I can't be mad about that one. But only throw. She can DP if you try to take your turn still. Okay. Hmm. So you have to throw. So you have to throw there, and I got kind of lucky with the like the mash light. Okay, okay. That's good to know. Because like I say, yeah. To be fair, I think on both of them really, like both. If I see her EX hop back, I can just press parry, and I think that covers like both versions. Because parry lasts a surprisingly long time. The only one it doesn't obviously beat is the one where she, like, holds herself. And then, like, charges in, because I get counted out of that. But really, if I'm forcing her to do that, then I'm kind of fine with that, honestly. Because then it becomes a mix-up of, like, do I, parry or do I, you know, like, jump to try and catch that? Or, you know, like, parry slightly later or something. Okay, we get another chance to explore this one.
Believe in victory.
Let's give it a go. Alright. You still mashed there? That's fucking insane, actually. Right, okay. This U-Old player is like the masher TM. Get out my skies. I actually think that was a valid use of dash heavy there. That's like minus, isn't it? Should have anti-aired. Right. Kindly stop, actually. Well, I could just do that as well, apparently. You can react, you can either react and parry every time and not have to worry about the charge tracker. It's definitely tough to do, but it's possible. No, you don't. Get off me. Should have known, should have known. I did try and super on the first one there, but it didn't quite come out. Like on the first lunging. Good, good shit. She got hit by that DP after once, and she's not getting hit by it again. Stop using light DP as a reversal. It's not how that move works. And also stop trying to enforce fake pressure after that, because she knows. She knows too much. If you ball the hop back, they cannot do a follow-up and parry it still. BCL hasn't done that once, though. Yeah. It's probably because I'm not very good at, like, balling it on reaction, to be fair. Yeah, there's not much I could have done about that. I guess I could have supered, but even then I'm on, like, chip range, so it's rough from there. Anyway, sorry, let me just try and lock in a second. So I can't be chatting too much against this Yule. Get off me. Damn, blocks there. Fair. You know what? Fair. Wouldn't expect to do it again, though. I'm going to do it again. There we go. Works for me. Come on. Ah, I thought she'd do something on. Yeah, I'm eating ship DPing too much there. Yeah, that's fair. Locking, bro, you got this, man. Thank you, Green Orb. And also welcome on in. Yeah, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Battle 2. Engage.
I'm just gonna... Okay, fair. Ah, the fact far light didn't come out there is really aggravating. I mean, yeah, okay, that works. Yeah, I didn't think he'd do it again. Oh, I'm so fucked. Yeah, because I dash lighted that. Oh, trying to read when she's gonna do those lunges in is actually, like, pretty difficult. Oh well. Yeah, toughy. Also, hi there, V-Void. I've no idea what fiche is, but sure. Whatever you say, bud. Welcome on in, I guess. Oh. Ooh, yeah, tougher one, that one. Felt like I was definitely like, it still feels like in that match I was definitely like playing their game rather than like doing mine. You get some matches right like where I'm just not kind of sure how to. Oh, fuck me. I don't like Master Vicalas because they always know what they're doing. Because like you kind of have to get that character to here. It's a toughie. And this is a yellow square, so I might go down to green. It's the way I say fish. Sorry, let me rephrase. I'm not sure. Like where that came from, shall we say? Yeah, why am I jumping at her? How cool this. You know what? I'll take that. Not what I wanted. We'll take that as well. Because Vicala is made of paper mache, this might kill. I say it like that for no reason. Ah, well, fair enough then. You do you, I guess.
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, okay. Gotta be less jumping against this Vicala. We both lighted and neither of them hit somehow? Okay. take a bit of that. Block on the overhead as well, actually. I was tempted to jump there, but I decided not to. I did there, though, as a little treat. Okay, she likes blocking these overheads. Block this overhead, then. You like blocking overheads? Hold this one. Nice. Mm-hmm. Oh god, that still caught me, really? Okay. Right, let's have you do that. DP? No. I wanted EX Ball twice there, but it might have been on cooldown, to be fair. Ah, piss. Okay. Almost had that.
Battle 3. Engage.
I've done it again. Why am I jumping so much there? Hmm. I've got to stop doing that against this character. Or against this player, I should say. Just timed it wrong. Okay. 50 meters secured. Ah. Why did I... Rat is silly looking. Yeah, why did I jump? Right, well, it's now or never. And I get the feeling it might be never. I tried to spot dodge, didn't think she'd throw. I thought she'd just, like, ult DP and I could do the safe jump and then spot dodge it and then kill her. You know, okay. It was a rough start to that round, but I had a good kind of, like, plan at the end of it, so I'm not going to beat myself up too much. Christ, okay. Fucking world's slowest overhead, and I still got hit by it. How? Come on! What do you mean throw hit there? There we go. Well, good choices, though. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like... She doesn't know it's plus. Huge. That's rough. Mm-hmm. In chip range. Why did I jump? It's fine. Oh, thank fucking God. She played that well at the end there, don't get me wrong. But yeah. Oh, I literally went dead silent. I was focusing on that so hard. Okay, so I can't do light noble strat to beat that round start against Vikala. That's interesting. Get off me. Yeah. That's not great. Yeah, she's expecting me to jump or something. I will not. I will be doing no such thing. We go with the cross under, maybe. Oh, we absolutely can. Oh, I fucked that up slightly. Ow. Oh, I see. She's setting that. Oh, hey, healing. Yippee. Nah, nice. Okay. Hearing you moves you have no clue about is always funny. Also, I can't global into goobly kick. Well, I can't global into goobly kick. That's very punishable in the situation. Only a madman would try that. I've got to stop letting her get away with ites and toss in the air, because that's, like, not real. She still blocks that overhead. Huh. Okay, fine. Hello? Noble strap, maybe? Would be great. Fair. That's a good punish. I really thought she'd brave counter. Or do, like, anything else there. Thank God she got, like, one of the worst items, so she didn't combo there. What was that roll? Excuse me? Nah, nice. Oh, great. And I've got a bot to deal with in chat as well. Right, there we are. Excuse me, I have a bot to ban. I apologize that the super is going to be, muted. Oh, cool. It already banned them from there. So now I just need to ban them from here. Ban. There we go. And then get my chat back up, and then get the game back up. And we're back in. Right.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I also need to remember that this cannon pressure she's doing is all, like, rollable. Oops. Uh-huh. I am not faring well against the zoner. That's not what I wanted. Oh god, just moved slightly out of it. That's not good. Ah, yeah. I had the timing right on the trap because I didn't really want to poke it in case I got, like, slapped in the face, but didn't really matter. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna late tech those, huh? We still block those high, no matter how many times. Okay, nice air grab, actually. Yeah, that's fair. Hooray, healing. There goes my healing. Gotta remember that's rollable. I've got to also stop doing that. And that. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Oh, well. Fair enough, she read the ball in there. Ugh. Again, Vicala's one of those characters that I definitely should beat, but it's just, getting in against zoners is tough, man. Even if they're, like, very bad zoners. I said she's like a player, very hit or miss on zoners, though, yeah. Well, like I said, Vicala is not a good character. That's just a, like, I will absolutely hats off say that's a good player. Because that character is ass cheeks still. Yeah. Like, there's so many bits of her kit that just, like, don't function. Mainly all of her defensive options and, like, reversals and that. Like, the worst UDP in the game, bar none. Because they made it a fucking stupid projectile that goes out in front of her. Oh. But yeah, even then, it's just like, I guess if you know the character and you know the kind of the ranges you want to play at, then... Yeah, you know, you can cook some stuff there. You got. I was gonna say, like the other guy, that ATMS, I'm not sure what that was about, but like, if we get lean bounced on a 4TMS, that'd be. Ooh, able. Okay.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Now, I do have a fair bit of Able experience, so... I'm not all that unfamiliar with this matchup. So, given he tried to mash the first time, I probably shouldn't have gone for that there. Low tiers are always playable outside of high-profile tournament settings, I guess, yeah. Oh, you just don't do the follow-up there, huh? Yeah, but the point is there's someone who's trying to aim for, maybe not high profile, but, you know, tournament-style settings. I feel like I should have a better grasp on what to do against them. Hello, sir? I think he gave up. That's too high, that will miss. Oops. Oh, well. Yeah, okay, I think he just kind of, gave up. Or went AFK or something. I'm gonna move it on. I'm gonna, don't know what that was, but it doesn't got like make for great stream content, so. Yippee, 3 points. I mean, yeah, 3 points and all. But, yeah. It doesn't feel good, you know, it doesn't feel right and proper. Wait, excuse me. I wonder how much longer I should keep going for, because I probably shouldn't go for, like, you know, like an insanely long stream. Because of the old wrist that I mentioned earlier. Those of you who got here later, by the way, been moving a lot of furniture around today. Managed to fuck my back and I guess my left, like, forearm, kind of my wrist, up during it. Yeah, so I'm a little sore and a little tired. No Johns, obviously. Good games are good games and all that. Who are we up against this time? He's back. He's re-queued. Maybe he's actually playing the game now. Right. Let's see what we can do. Ouch. Hope he gets better soon. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, everyone. It's, I mean, the back thing's been a thing for a while. Might just want to sleep good tonight. Yeah, that's the plan. I've never seen an Avatar Belial play this patiently. Like, you're meant to be some kind of, like, rush-down nutcase. What are you doing? You've got the DPs down, at least, but, like... my brother in Christ. That's not, at all what I asked for, actually. Yeah, I don't understand this guy's playstyle in Avatar Belial. It's odd. Okay, you're gonna... Ooh, almost. Reacted slightly late to that, but otherwise, he's got the right idea that that is an unblockable there if I jump the laser. Okay, what if I would like to not be there? Also, just because I've done an elbow doesn't mean you get a free run-up, my guy. That's not cricket. He didn't get hit by the funny. No. He teabagged? Why? What is this? Ah, yes, the classic teabag into whiff command grab. What? Who is this player? Hold on. I no longer feel about taking points because of that teabag. I gotta know more. I gotta know what drives this man. Okay, there's a perfect. Tyson Air approach like, that's kind of what you do, man. Who is mans? That's what I'm saying. Whose mans is this? Who taught him to play the video game to master? And, like, what? He DPs once and then just sits there like, yeah, I did it. Like, my brother in Christ, you have other buttons you can press. I kind of love the, like, medium DP into aura farm thing, but it's not very effective. But I do respect it. Just, what a guy. Like, god damn. That's, the fact that he specifically re-queued up into that as well is kind of nutty to me. What? But I've played against Avatar Bilal. I was saying I had experience in this matchup, and you've shaken the very foundations of what I know. I'm losing my fucking mind. What? That? Bro, if I ever see that in a tournament, like, I'm, like, if this were a best of 5 and I'd won, like, 2 games, I'd be fucking shitting myself for game 3. This guy just lost his marbles and is absolutely pumping out aura. That's what I'm, oh. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Oh. Just wild behavior. What's weird is actually, it's wild behavior because it's not wild behavior from an Avatar Bilal. It's like, it's all fun and games until the Avatar just stands there after MDP menacingly. Yeah. Falls into chat. Hi there, Aubrey. Nice to see you. And not to psychoanalyze people based on their character mix, but able players are always like that. Like, I mean, what they always are is, like, they are pressing, you know, buttons and DPs every single wake up, which, to be fair, I guess that guy did. They are always going in. If they're below, you know, 30% health, you are getting command grabbed. Like, that's the able special to me. It's just, like, non-stop, like, you know, pressure, because if they ever let up for a second, the fact they have, like, -2 max health with them self-harming themselves kind of comes into play, and they just die to a light gust of wind. So for this man to say, like, yeah, I've got all that.
Here begins Fate's episode.
Like, I've got all that, and I'm just gonna fucking aura farm is insane. Ooh, okay. Was this the same Yule from earlier, just on Beatrix now? I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Battle 1. Engage.
Okay, we like DPs. Was really hoping, okay, that's good. Is it close enough to the wall for this, though? No, okay. Nowhere near, actually. Why don't I use light DP to anti-air when it's like... Funny command grab. Does this kill? Oh, I should do an extra medium. I'm fucking dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh. I'm not dead. Holy shit. Crazy new development. Not dead. Ah, nice. I thought I could DP between the jump in and the light, but I couldn't. Oh. Okay. That's kind of fine. Use the block button! For fuck's sake, it's a Beatrix! Just use the block button! Why am I trying to press after a dash light? Ugh. I would like you off me now. Oh my god, that light's still connected. That's insane to me. That's insane to me that that light connected. I thought I hit that sweep so meaty, but no. Okay. Alright, alright. I see how it is. It's not that. That was done with me. I'll admit. Nope. You DX DP there? Okay. Can I get a low into my plus frames? This is the most fucking scuffed routing I've ever seen, but you know what? Everything was on cooldown. What do you want from me? Get off me. Oh, I should have known. Okay, right. Okay. That's a round in the bag.
Battle 2.
We can cook here.
Engage.
Already on with that. That's actually very good. You trying to press a slow button against me? What are you doing? We love that they're spending all their bravery points, actually. That's very cool. Very sexy of them. Oh god. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, I can't do the slip and slide on them. It is unfortunate news, but... we shall have to just... I should have done it that time. It would have dodged that. That's unfortunate. Get off me. What the fuck are you doing? Please press a button. That's not a button. Okay, luckily we regained a bravery point, so that's cool. I should have punished with, like, anything else. Fuck! Okay, yeah. Oh. Oh, no! Close one, though. But yeah, they were definitely ready on that. Stop it. I think in neutral, actually not doing too badly, because she's having to spend, like, so many of her defensive resources to get me off her. And I'm just continuing to, like, be here. I will continue to be here. Ooh, we love that. I probably could have killed there, actually. I didn't realize I had EX hands off cooldown. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay. And she has Delta Clock, so she gets bigger combos. Help me. Help me. Man, she punts that child with a super. Yeah. The child is being punted. Now we're in this. What? I'm so fucking mad that, like, my EX ball lost to whatever the fuck that weird button was. And I didn't really have any other way to punish it because I just used EX ball when she did the whiffed, like, rage try. I mean, I also wasn't ready for that situation at all, I'll be real with you. But, like, what the fuck, my guy? Ugh. Right. Well, I for one want to play a couple more, so I'm definitely going to be in for a couple more. And this isn't me just saying I'm going to keep playing till I win, even though that might be the case. This is my problem, man. I care too much about this shit. Like, it doesn't matter. But, like, oh, I want to win so I can feel happy, and then I will leave it alone. Which is not a good way to look at improvement. Because, really and truly, I should be hitting the replays on some of these that I've lost against these better players. But it's so, like, it can be so difficult to pick apart some of the stuff like that. No, you know, and that's exactly why I should do it. You know, fuck my bitch ass. I'm gonna go and watch some replays. Right. Recent 10 matches. Here we are. So what do we got? Yeah, here we are. So let's take a couple against this Yule, a couple against this Vicala, and a couple against this Beatrix. And just watch for, like, again, I think maybe I'm watching this because there are things... I'll be out. It's Epa Sleeple time for little math study people. Fair enough, Antipixel. Thanks very much for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Oh.
Believe in victory.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Essentially, Aubrey, I'm watching over some replays of some of the matches I've just played on stream, and I'm trying to pick them apart because I'm trying to get better at the game. So I'm being like, okay, what am I doing that's, like, really fucking me up? Like, what am I not adapting to fast enough? What, you know, setups are just not working? What are my opponents doing that I don't know about? Okay, that's a start in the video game. Could have parried that. Like, I think there was a distinct lack of parrying that in this game, actually. MDP on Wake Up, I mean, yeah, it doesn't happen every time, so... We can also ball that if we want. Not entirely sure why we went for Noble Strat out of that. That feels very autopilot. Like, if I get hit off of that, I guess to be fair, sometimes I've been hurt by dash lighting there, so maybe it's also not a terrible option. Okay. Dash heavy, and the best punish I get off of it is crouch light into nothing. That should be something else for sure. I don't know what my punish off of dash... Okay, things to note. What... I'm going to do that, actually. Hold on. Where's, like, a notepad or a sticky note or something? I'm just going to write that up for me. So, UL-H punish. I need to go and lab that. Yeah, okay, MDP of my own. We're actually ahead on health here, so, like... Again, I've been playing this entire match being like, oh god, I must be so behind. We're ahead at the minute. Like, basically all resources. Okay, wake up reversal again. That's twice this match. Am I giving this your player too much respect? Or not enough respect on their wake-ups, I should say, but, like, too much respect as a human being. That's very harsh to say, but it's funny. That was a whiffed super input. Okay, that wasn't nearly as bad as I remember it being. This is why I should watch more replays. These matches are, like, not bad. I've just got to, like, not wig out. Okay, I respect the weight on the DP. Once I saw the dash back, though, which she's done a couple of times in this match, I really should be ready on the parry. It's like, I know what to do. It's just a case of doing it. Okay, I was going to say probably overhead there, but no, I would have been wrong. Okay, what was that, actually? Hold on. Imagine Gibura just shows up in this game. It'd be an interesting crossover. I mean, to be fair, they've got 2B, so they've done guest characters. It would probably be the wildest guest character I've seen in, like, any fighting game ever. And this includes fucking Ronaldo in, like, Fatal Fury. But, you know, it could happen, I guess. I wonder if Lobotomy Corp or any of, like, the Project Moon games is in a collaboration with Grand Blue Mobile before. Right, how am I getting stuffed here? So, we MDP out. It's not our turn there. That's how we lose there. So, we're getting this knockdown and she's in stance. We block the lows. God, I would love it if it showed me the frame data on these replays as well. That would be, like, great. Maybe there's a mod for that. But, okay. Okay, another, like, far low. Just gets back in. Oh, yeah, it's just trying, like, I'm looking over that trying to find, like, a gap in it, and I'm just like, damn. Because we're at the range where MDP, like, probably doesn't work anyway, and that's just, like, you know, that's a chip checkmate, unless I spot dodge. But even if I spot dodge, it's a hell of a fucking climb back up. Because I wasn't going to kill her off of that. Yeah, okay. Right. So, like I say, currently out of that, I've got, like, I need a better UL-H punish, but a lot of the pressure in that last round, like I say, I don't... her 236L, which one's 236L, current Dreamer? Is it like, that's the lunge, right? I imagine that's the lunge. Minus on block, but safe, I guess, yeah. Lunges forward, right, got you. Okay, that time I was going for an overhead. My MDP didn't work. I'm not sure I was being too obvious with that. That one was a good MDP because I'd just done it and, like, no one expected to do it twice. Okay, yeah, decent. I mean, not huge damage, but it's something in the bank. Risky parry, but why are we not parrying these? I need to get way better at reacting to that. Interesting grab. Okay, we need to slow down on the MDPs. It was funny the first 2 times. Now we're just being dumb. Okay. That round I'm a lot more harmonious with, because it's just like, okay, that's a round lost off of me, like, using MDP a lot. That's fine. Understood. Can do things differently next time. With, like I said, with the corner situation on that one round, though, I need to go revisit it, because I don't know. Okay. Yeah, get MDP'd here. We have baited her off that once, but like I say, the problem is... Okay, can't punish that from all the way out there, which makes sense. It's like space to peck, so... Crossover. Overhead. Sure, I guess she doesn't react to that. Doesn't expect me to do that. And yeah, okay. Maybe this bit of my pressure is formulaic, because I seem to be getting caught out of it, like... Okay, I say I'm getting caught out here a lot. I think that's the first time I did it. I think this yawl is just a lot more reversally than I give her credit for. And yeah, okay. Yeah, and it's minus a bit, but you're just going to MDP after it. That's fair enough. Okay, so that's basically the same as me getting, like, light ball MDP'd. That's fine. I understand that as a concept. But yeah, I'm going to go watch the last round of this again, because this is the stuff that gets me. Against a lot of characters, to be fair, but also this particular yawl, it's just like, where's my out? All yawls love to do reversals, because hers are just naturally harder to deal with. Yeah. He's with hopback and DP. Right, let me require different answers. So that being said, reversals aside. Yeah, so there's hopback as one reversal. Okay. Yeah, now you frame it like that. Dreamer, actually, yeah. I think that's definitely it. Okay. So we're kind of out the corner. We try and force the lean, like, light ball, far light pressure, which is very not real, but... I feel like I kind of just talked over the bit of the video I wanted to analyze. Whoopsie. Yeah, I definitely did just talk over the bit I wanted to analyze. Hold on. Hold up. Run that bomb back again. Because yeah, maybe it's not just an onslaught of pressure. Maybe I'm just taking, like, one... Okay. So it's from here that I want to analyze. So we've got, yeah, fake light pressure into this, and now we block the low. Is there a gap there after I successfully block one of her stance follow-ups? I mean, like, probably not if she lights after the low. I know the overhead's plus. I'm not sure about the low out of stance. And she does this. Okay, she does this light lunge. Now we're saying this is minus but punishable. I see that. Okay, therein lies the problem. She's minus, sure, but she's safe enough that if I swing far light there, I'm getting hit by that crouch medium. So it's effectively a block string. Like, and the crouch medium would probably recover in time if she wanted to, like, you know, DP after that. If I jump out as well, it probably works. Which begs the question, what the fuck do I do there? Like, I don't think I have something that starts up fast enough to deal with that scenario. Like, unless I'm dooming. Like, let me watch that one more time.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Right.
Battle 2.
Here we go.
Engage.
So, do. All of this. Yeah, good stuff. And then... Right. So, fake light pressure. Into here. Into... Okay, this... No idea what the frame data on it is. I'm gonna go look that up, actually. Where's fucking Dust Loop? And also, where's my bloody cursor? There it is. Right. Excuse me. Let's have a look. Right, Yule. I'm gonna work this out because there must be gaps in here I'm missing. That's plus on block, a stance low. Okay, the stance overhead is like also plus, right? Hold on, let me just have a look. What do we got here? On block, are we sure? Oh yeah, that's on block 2M is plus 2. Right, yeah. And 2L, oh no, 2L's minus 3, actually. And then, so actually this low is the only plus thing out of stance, according to Dust Loop. Like, according to Dust Loop, we've got, like, just a regular 5L slash is, like, neutral. Like, 5L is minus 3, the 2L, the overhead, is, like, minus, that can't be right. No, the 2L's minus 3, which is the overhead. The 5M... I'm reading this wrong. No. 5L is just the regular attack that's neutral. 2L is a fast slash that's -3. 5M is the overhead that's -6. That doesn't feel like it should be -6. Hold on. 5M's a non-reactable overhead that coupled with 2M allows for high-low mix-up stance. Knockdowns on hit but can't comment to anything else. On normal hit, on counter hit, you will pick a combo. On normal hit, you also retains enough damage to continue pressure with another high-low. However, this overhead is punishable on block at -6 and such is riskier than the low option. Can be Gatling cancelled from 5L or 2L, leaving a 9-frame 16 perspective, which usually exponents who are asleep while defending, fuzzy mashing, or just mashing low. Right, gotcha. Okay, so overhead, that's a big thing. Overhead -6. Didn't know that. It doesn't particularly help me in this scenario, but it's good to know. So she's plus here. I'm literally going to go through all of her moves and just frame data them. Because, like, what is this? This is just like a 2L that's going to be, like, fine, isn't it? 2L, on block -2. Okay, so maybe after 2L, because that can't be... Yeah, cancels into close L, far L, 2L. But not 2M that she's doing there. So, actually, there is a gap, and it's... yeah, I looked up, it used to be plus, it got nerfed. I still thought it was plus. Yeah, her overhead is -6 now. And I just didn't know that. So, yeah, I guess block low most of the time. The 2M is plus. Yeah, the low is plus, for sure. The low is +2. I got the Dust Loop page up. And also, yeah, so that 2L she's doing, I should be able to... Well, let's check. Let's do some maths, actually, shall we? So 2L, we're looking at here, is -3... what is it? -2. Her 2M is 7-frame startup? Christ. Okay. And then my Charlotta, like 5L, for example. So I actually want to ask myself, is 5L or... So, yeah, so 5L is 6 frames, so it's faster startup and I'm plus anyway. And 2L... Oh, they're actually both the same. Yeah, okay. And it's +1 on block, which is great. Right. Right, okay, so basically that was the gap, and we needed to far L on it. But that's some specific Yule frame data stuff. And then after 2M, we'll into the cancel there. Yeah, it's just not the time to press. I'd have to be super quick on that, though, to be fair. But realizing that's minus is kind of huge, and then, yeah, we all know how this goes from here. Okay. So that's smooth. I'm willing to take that as, yeah, fair enough. We've learned some stuff there. Lab a fucking UL-H punish, which I'll do at some point. I might not do it on stream, but I'll do it at some point. And also, hey, the UL shit is minus. Right. Next up, Vicala replays. Because I'll go through these Vicala ones. I'll go through the, Beatrix, I want to say, was the one I lost to at the top ones. And then we'll see where we are at from there. Okay. Okay, so she's testing whether I'm going to roll there, because if she does the fire... Like, yeah, there's a gap to roll, I think, between cannon set and cannon fire. Okay, nicely spaced. Additional pressure. We don't have slashes, though, so we need to do something different there. That's fair enough. I got, yeah, pushed out there because without her any resources, because I fucked my pressure up. That's kind of fine. Funny command grab. And we do actually hit her with this a few times, which is great. Okay. Okay, yeah. Right, we've got that. And then... What are we looking at from here? Yeah, okay, so we learned from that we can't do... no, we can do Light Noble Strat, we just have to overhead it. That's... Okay, if we think she's going to, like, be super on it with the anti-airs. Because, like, Vicala has the perfect, like, anti-air that the Noble Strat 2H beats. Or the noble strats, sorry, medium follow-up, the overhead beats. Very bold jump there. Okay, why are we so afraid to, like, dash our way in, really, though? We went for that again? Alright. This is a round that seems very close to being won. How do we throw this one? We didn't get noble strat there, which is annoying. Mm-hmm. Okay. Again, I feel like we should not be giving her this much respect. Not moving forward at all here. Like, I need to embrace, I think particularly against, you know, characters like Ferry, characters like the Carl, I need to embrace the power of just fucking walking forward a bit more. Because you can block out a walk just fine. Why am I swinging heavy? I think I was trying to get, like, EX ball or something. Okay. Yeah, no, that was all just lost at range. And it's something I'll need to watch a bit more of, which I assume is going to happen more this round anyway. But, like, what kind of spacing do we get once we're in there? Uh-huh. Okay. Ow. Just kind of unfortunate timing. Spot dodge that, that's nice. I can't, yeah, I think I have to realize once I'm past the range where, like, her range attacks are going to be super effective. Which I guess is far light range. Like, once I'm in far light range, I really should just be swinging. Yeah. The problem is, I think I've really been, like, super in it. And then this. Okay, yeah, this, I remember the end of this. It's the one where I had a good read, but... Well, I had a good plan. Not a good read, sorry. Yeah, it was the spot dodge there. Because that would have killed. Okay, yeah. Again, pretty close. It's just, Even, like I say, even against zones like this, it's just when most of my, I feel like most of my zone breaking comes with oh wait, the term is plus. Sorry, we're still on about you all here, current dreamer. Am I reading them like a massively old chat and I've only just seen it, or are we talking about something else? Yeah, because this was a 2-1. This wasn't like the furthest away set. Oops, that's the wrong button. Because Vikala 2M, the slide forward, I don't think it is. It's just it can be cancelled. It's like aggressively not plus, actually. Yeah, that was still Yule. Hers isn't plus. Yeah, okay. Vicky's, yeah. It's not, it's just every Vicky under the sun will cancel us into things. That was a choice fucking counter hit, okay. Why did we drop pressure there? Why are we giving her so much respect when she's not really using any, like, defensive options, like any brave counters or DPs and that? Like, I don't know why we're in this, like, we have to play so patient mindset. Okay, that's good. I don't hate it. Again, what are we trying to do here? Just some very weird bits of pressure, actually. It's like we're letting her out for free, just by virtue of dropping our pressure, like having her wait for it. Yeah, and then once you're in here, it's just like, where'd you go? Because at that low health, you're like, if the zoner gets you to that kind of range at low health, you're just basically dead anyway. Because, like, by the time you get in, you'll have to inevitably block some stuff, and then you will be chipped out. It's like, that's just how that goes. Okay. Good MDP. That was bad jump light pressure. If we're trying to catch mashes there, we need to do it better. Like, yeah, that would have worked. Okay, good air throw. Bad jump. Okay, I like the M ball in there. It's just that ult cannon kind of got me. God, yeah, because I get so pushed out by blocking like one set of Vicky's moves. And then obviously I don't want to, like, yeah, even just taking an M ball over there is, like, fine. Okay, I guess we started that off with dash light, which is why we did that. Yep, that makes sense. And yeah, good super by her. Okay, yeah. I don't know what to say about that one, really. Like, I'm trying to think of things I could have done better. But, like... I don't know, that one I might have to throw to some external people because I'm just not sure. Like, what's the best course of action there? So I felt like I was doing most things. Like, you know, I had a couple of, you know, like, dodgy, you know, reads and that. Like, you know, maybe I could have jumped a bit less. But, like, I mean, getting on the ground wasn't exactly working, per se. So, like, what's the situation with that? Maybe there's something I'm missing there about, like, Vicky, but... Yeah, no, I do not know. And finally, let's take these two matches against Remade. Yeah, I don't know, I'll potentially throw that one out to, like, Charlotte Accord or something and just be like, hey, what the fuck am I meant to be doing here? I feel like I shouldn't be losing this matchup. Like... I don't know much about Vicky, but just walking forward is really strong versus all those owners in the game. Yeah, maybe it is just more of that, more just like, don't feel like I have to dash everywhere. Like, just dash forward spot dodge is going to be great against a lot of her stuff. I mean, I'm already, like, on reaction spot dodging her, like, walking builds a ton of meter. There is also that, yeah. Which I haven't considered, of, like, you know, using that and then, like, UDPing to zone break. Because UDP is probably, like, Charlotte's best tool for that. And, yeah, with a fucking light DP, I probably said as much at the time. Sorry, just back to this match. Which, so far, I think has been pretty even, honestly. Okay. A lot less even now. This, I don't know if an extra hit would have, yeah, all of those kind of prey on people wanting to dash or jump at bad times, but can't deal with people walking forward very well. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's just something I've got to get in my, like, you know, in my system then. Because the problem with me walking is that I'll walk forward and then I'll block, like, 2 attacks and I'll be further back than, like, when I started walking forward, and it just feels, like, awful. But I guess that's the beauty of trying to spot dodge things. Okay, yeah, we got nervous. We got nervous, but it was a very close round. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to be too mad about that one at all. Instant EXDP, alright. You can't be mad about that either, that's just funny. Okay, we do a bit of that. Could we have maybe spot dodged? Walk forward block button if you want to preempt blocking projectile or something so you don't walk back. Yeah, also true. Use the block button. Or crouch block, yeah. I think I generally try and crouch block these things a lot. Yeah, because like crouch blocking is like my default for everything. Definitely something better could have come off of that. Like, okay, double crouch light in the corner. Because that's a useful thing to know as well. Like, I think you can do like crouch light, far light. I'm going to note that one down as something else to lab later. Okay, 2L in corner combo. There's got to be something we can get off of that. Oh, this is when I thought that, yeah. I still think that should have meted, actually. You know what? Really? Aside from the fact I could have had a slightly better corner combo, no notes. That was a very close game. Can't be too mad about that one at all. Which just leaves us with this one. I generally use the block button all the time. I only ever use it when I'm dodging or rolling. Like, I should use it more. But it's just getting it in the tired old muscle memory, as it were. Okay, God, I'm apparently been smoking the same stuff she has, so I did round start EX ball, thinking that would beat DP. Maybe not thinking it would beat DP, maybe just thinking she wouldn't DP again. Well, she's very good at DPing these balls, it's got to be said. And I don't really have a countermeasure for people who are, like, on that. What the fuck am I looking at? Like, this is decroded, quite frankly. Like, I guess I just hit her with 3 weird combos in weird places. Okay, DP again. We've got to start respecting these DPs. I mean, we did still win that round, but really, to be fair, no, we don't, because the 2 DPs, and I say, even though I've been hit by 3 DPs again, I say we don't necessarily need to respect the DPs, because she's done 1 UDP that's like, okay, I could have respected that, and then 2, which I think were just reactions to me balling in. Like, I don't think those ones are like her mashing out of pressure. It's her seeing a ball and then being like, now. Good parry. Okay. I do like, can I just also give myself a pat on the back for how it's not a hard little bit of stagger pressure. I like how I'm doing close light into different things. Because it helps against like, you know, it helps dissuade people from brave countering. Because I can do a little block there to catch that, and then I can do some other stuff. Yeah, okay, can't hit her with that. I think we did something like this the first time when she mashed it. Well, it was, I guess, slightly different scenario. I'll give it to myself. Can't far light punish that. Should have done it again there, because I guess she knows after I'd hit it once I'm not going to do it again. And I don't think that's muscle memory I should be changing. Just like, yeah, no, she knows this, like, matchup a bit. Is what that boils down to. I don't think I'm playing, you know, people who know the Charlotte matchup enough at that level. But I need to start coming up with counterplay for that. It's just like, if you get me with that, you get me. Really thought that'd be a run-in? Yeah, no, I stand by it, honestly. Okay. A lot of fucking around here. I mean, I still think we should be doing anything else to punish that. And yeah, okay, yeah. If she'd... That's definitely something that was avoidable, and something I've only really noticed now is that she's reactioning, like she's reaction DPing or reaction supering. Every single, like, ball-in I do from mid-screen, I have to, like, just get that out of here. Like, that's an adaptation I've essentially made, you know, post-match way too late. Is that I've got to be ready for people who are potentially going to do that. Not a bad start. Well, how does this one get a pot, then? Because, yeah, this looks pretty much how you'd want it. Should have DP'd or something, or, like, you know... Yeah, I should have... Okay. That, again, poor routing off of the counter hit 2A. I'm going to do that as well. So, counter hit, noble strat, low corner combo. Just a couple of little extra things I need to work on in the background. Because there might be source to find there. And then this is me getting hit for like a billion. All of this off the fact I couldn't combo properly in the corner, by the way. Like I say, I think the hits actually either side have been like fairly even. This, okay, that I hated. And then run up DP, yeah, you know what? She's living her best life. We'll give her it. We'll give it her. Well, that should have definitely gone to a game 3. So, I said I wouldn't. You know what? I'm going to lab these now, actually, because just while they're in my head. So, first off, let's see what our dealio is with the young Yule.
Charlotte versus Yule.
So, let's, I've got to try and remember how to set these things up now, actually. So, we have record. Oh god, wait, what's she playing? What is it? Recording standby. Okay, right. I see, right. So we want to do... And then stop recording is that. And then, so now we can have her do this. Just see what the... Oh, I do get a heavy off that. I mean, it depends on the spacing, I guess. Let's, like, try a couple different spacing. So if I'm right in her face... Oops, wrong button. Then we get... No, hold on, we don't get that, because that's... I was going to say that's not a counter hit. She's only blocking after first. No, blocks all. Right, okay, I've recorded that wrong. That's what we're doing. So, we're going to have her... Oh, there we are. Wipe that. Start recording. And then block as soon as she can. There we go. And we're going to play that again. Yeah, right. Okay, that's better. That's better. Oops. Wrong button. I'm sorry. All my buttons to like record stuff. Can't even get close medium. Okay. How minus is this button? So I'm +8, and like close medium is first active frame 6. Why is that not working then? I'm +8, surely. Oh, first active frame 9 there because of the pushback or something? Block stun is being weird. Someone might actually have to explain that one to me. Okay, yeah, I can get that, but like, you know, whoop-de-doo. Can I? And this is maybe a wild thing to suggest as a starter. Not get hit by that for a start. Yeah, first active frame 13. No, that's slower. Do I get... Nope, that's 11. So I have to do, I guess... That's surprisingly safe. Anytime a Yule does that, it's going to be safe. True, but like, I want to know what the punish is if it's not spaced. Because if it's not spaced, it seems to be pretty hard to punish. It's like I had someone try and do that as like a DP punish, and they whiffed it. And it's like, okay, in that scenario, what are we doing? Because at the moment, it's like fucking far light, which feels atrocious. I mean, this is going to be scaled to shit. It's like, I don't love that as an option. Really the best we get? Like... God, I guess so. I doubt it will, but... Yeah, honestly, it's a move you'll pretty much never do in neutral. I guess because the idea is that you're, like, you hit the start. It's got such a long start up that you can just hit it out of that. Or something. But yeah, no, if you hit it, like, this thing is, like, it pushes me out of close light range, and I can't, and even though close medium connects, I can't actually hit with it. On counter, it gives them a huge combo, so sometimes on fish for it, it kind of sucks. Well, yeah, no, exactly, because this is the thing. Like, someone tried to use it to, like, punish my DP and whiffed it, but I had no idea how to punish it. So maybe we do... And then, like, into mix. It's like 3,400, I guess. Still feels like it sucks, I'll be honest. Maybe the simpler option here, then, is just... Oops, hang on. Is not to fuck it up. That's 2k. It's... Ooh, hang on. Idea. I haven't tried out... Hang on. We'll get it. Nope, still can't get it. Okay, I know that works. Although it's weirdly tight. Okay, would have been nice if I got the low first, but... Oh, I can just mash it. Hold on, yeah, why am I trying to time this? I can just mash it if I see this. Although mashing 2 lows doesn't actually get you the combo, so maybe timing it's better. He says, mocking it up again. Right. Hang on. What I'm trying to test is, can I get 2-2-U here? Probably not from that range, actually. But I'll give it a go. Yeah, no. Okay, so it's going to have to be, yeah, it's just going to have to be like, doot, I guess. Unless they're in the corner, in which case, you know, in some weird nightmare scenario where she's done dash H and she's in the corner, which will never happen, then I can, like, you know, doot, alt ball into things. But yeah, now really I think the best I'm getting is like light EX ball. If I can get light ball, that would be nice. I think. Oop, no, hold on. Just can't get this bleeding starting crouch light. Here we are. No. Okay, whoops. Well, that was right, but I needed the light ball, not the X ball. Press the wrong button, that's fine. That's on me. Can we get... Got me. Why we no do? Okay, no, it has to be X ball. Right, kind of sucks, but I guess we know that, like, even if we block that, it's not really, like... It's almost better to just enforce plus frames, because, like, the perception of that move is that it's so massively minus, despite the fact that even if I block it, it's honestly not that punishable. Like, okay, right. So, 2 other combos I wanted to do, and we're going to need to switch her to block after initial for this. 2 2Ls in the corner. Okay, that's probably not the route. And also, what kind of, you know, what kind of... Let's put us on full resources. There we go. And then just see if we can, like... Okay, so we can yeah, get something like basic like this, I guess. And then, you know, I probably shouldn't have done it with that, actually, because, like, let's just say... I guess... Yeah, I guess it's a little bit unfair to put the Super Skyband on there. Like, is it almost better in those scenarios to do the weird command grab ender? No, okay, so maybe I can't do 2. I can't do 3 hits the auto combo there. I need to do 2. So I know you can get this as an ender. I'm trying to work out... Hello? But heavy and skill? No? I got rid of the heavy and not the skill. There. I think I was late on the heavy. That might have been on me. No? Okay. Or, no, I did the low. I pressed the wrong button. So I've seen people end combos in this, and I believe this is the route. Apparently not. Okay. Wild. Well, in which case... Okay, so if we want to use a bit more meter... And that still gives me... That's perfect, actually. That gives me setup if I use 1 ult ball. What about non-EX demon flip? Maybe? Maybe I can try, like, medium or light? During a reset, EX might be too fast. I'm not trying to do it as a reset. I'm trying to do it as a combo ender, because you can do that with, Yeah. No, not quite. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely, like, some source you can get in there. Like, you really want. Like, I think, Actually, this is another route, isn't it? No, not that. As much as I like that animation, and as sad as I am that I don't see it more often. Oops, that's not it. Like, I think you can get some stuff like... Oh, I can't... Obviously, I can't do both of those in the same combo. I'd have to start off with... Maybe this. Nope. Yeah, it's something like that. Okay. I can do... Okay. I need to delay it a bit more, but I think this might be the route. Although it does use a full 50% meter as opposed to refunding me 25%, so that's kind of iffy. So I'm like cancelling and not linking. Like maybe actually. And then doing something from there is... No, it drops too early for me to be able to get that. Okay. So, yeah, I think for the moment, then, my 2L... Like, I'm going to maybe look around for this and see if there's anything else I can do. But I think for now, my 2-2L combo is going to be like... Hold on. Do. Wait, no, not this one. Not this one, no. The one with alt ball to start. Although, feels like... It feels like if I can get that, there's a height there that's going to work to give me more stuff. Without me having to use the X. And it's like on the tip of my... Okay, it needs to be light there, maybe. I still think this is doable. I'm going to try and... There we go. And then I can get EX. Right, that's it. That's it. It does cost me 50, but I think that's definitely the play. And then I kind of get some setup after that. I get a nice meaty. I don't think I get a, like, noble strat setup, but... Ah, light. Okay. Yeah, there we are. Something like that. Kind of an awkward one, though, as well, because I'm using EX slashes, like, last in the combo. Maybe I don't even need to do EX slashes last. I can just do, like, here we are. Because save that being on cooldowns. That being on cooldowns is kind of a big deal for, like, a lot of my other combo starters. Then we can do, like, this instead and still get decent damage. Or, you know, tack a super on the end instead of this, like, other, like, set of slashes. So, do into this. Well, not a super, actually. We've just used, 50 meter here, so ignore me. That'll never happen. Oh, no, they tech out. Okay, that's a shame. So it has to be EX. If that's going to work at all. Maybe light would work, actually. Interesting. Okay, and then... Ah, too early. This, and then... I've got to stop pressing light there. It's medium we need. At least. Oh, wow, yeah, plus 30. Yeah, we'll take that. In fact, how much... First active frame 14. That good. That's meaty right there. Right. Yeah, okay, I'll be honest, Chief, I don't know what happened during that one. But no, this feels like something. It'll need a bit of refinement, but... You know, if I need a low option, I think this could be it. Doesn't calculate the start of the flip itself, though. Ah, yeah, I'd say I thought that might be too good to be true. Yeah, so let's just say after recovery, I set her to like counter-attack settings, wake up, like fucking I don't know. Does anyone know what a DP is called? Hold on, I'm gonna go look it up. What is funny DP? Okay, Starlit Sky's lunge. Hien Homurageshi or Gaishi is the DP. So let's set it to do EXDP on wake up. She didn't do it. You counter attack on wake up. I mean, I guess on hit maybe is what the one I'm looking for. Okay, right. I'll try that. Okay, it does work, but not quite in the way I thought it would. I said on Hicks, it's a reset. Yeah. Thank you, Current Dreamer. Yeah, hi. It took me a second to work that one out. So, like, it did work, just not how I thought it would. Let's do, I don't know. We're never going to get the low meaty off of that. But yeah, that's just weird, I guess. Like, oops, wrong button. Hold on. Having a moment. I'm having a moment. I can't press light 3 times in a row, apparently. I really can't. There we go. God, what? That took me so long. Okay, I think that one was just I pressed light late, to be fair. I want to see if I can recreate that situation we had before. Not like that, I can't. Would help if we hit the right buttons. That needs to be light. Yeah, that does go over Yule's DP specifically. I imagine it probably won't go over everyone's, but works for that. What if we just send her to, instead of this, just like, I don't know, stand light for me. I fucked it. Hold on. Fucked it right at the end of that combo as well. Into this. So that punishes, which means that she's definitely, like, able to act, like, way before I can. Out of that. But it does seem like a weird option. Okay, I'm gonna play around with that a bit more, but I think that might be my, like, at least the basis of a combo there. The other thing I wanted to do, yeah, and this is important, is, so, what do we got? Train doing stance. Okay, yeah, block is fine there. Recovery, no. Counter hit, all hits, there we go. So, let's say we hit, this low. Then what's our best damage route from there? Because I see this occasionally, and I'd never know quite what to do. Like, I guess that's not bad. It's like 6k. Do we have anything better? Yeah, no, not that. For 400 more damage, that's definitely not worth it. I kind of just did Noble Strat once by accident. Was like, what if I just did it again? Just, you know, play around with it. Yeah, don't. Because I guess the thing should be, really, that, if I notice this is... Do it, I can get the meter refund from that. Oh. Can you do 2-2-U into 2-2-U without doing a norm between them? I might be able to in the corner. Let's have a look. So, get the counter hit out of the way. No, unfortunately. Actually, you know, maybe that could be my timing. I'm not going to discredit that yet. Right, I'm mashing 2-U. I can! I can't do it a third time, though. That's very funny. I don't think it's any kind of optimal, but just like, wee! Wee! Yeah, it's definitely the way, because it refunds meter too, yeah. So I'm thinking, like this, this. Okay, maybe not that. Oh, I know what would work there, actually. If we did want to spend an extra, like, 25 meters, make this a 50-meter combo, I think you kind of have to be on... The only thing about this route is that you have to be very on the ball with, like, with realizing that this has happened. Oops, hold on. I want a version of this where she doesn't fall out of it. Okay, so I have to just... Okay. Because it's not being cancelled into. Yeah, so I get the meter refund because it counts it as hitting raw, just it's not cancelled into. There we go. And then we get, like, that wake up. So I feel like that's kind of worth it. I think that should only cost 50 meter. Yeah, there we are, 54%. For about 8k damage off that. Which is not bad. And I get an excuse to finally use, like, this as a combo ender. Which is great. We need more of that. That's okay. That's my counter hit Noble Strat low kind of combo because it makes me happy. You know what? You get... Actually, you know what? You get a lot more time to... it costs 50. It requires you have, like, 70-ish to start. Yeah, true. True. You need to have at least 75. In fact, hold on. Yeah, I think it'll be 75. So that's kind of like I've got a full meter spend on it. I'm trying to work out how much time exactly I have to confirm this. Like, what's the latest I can push it? Like, pretty late. Let's be fair. Not that late, but... I bet understand I can build some requiring the second 50, so you can probably do it at 70. Yeah, let's give that a go, actually, because you're very right there. Let's set me to 70. And then just do one of these, so only refills to 70. There we go, right. Oops. Let's also try and land it correctly. Oh god, yeah, I was still on like 60% there, so you could realistically do this at 60, I think. Actually built a huge chunk at the start. I know, right? This is like surprisingly meter efficient. Like, I think you could do this at like 60%. Yeah. So we have like I need to be careful not to have her be too high though, otherwise she'll bounce out of things. Oh, yeah. Sorry, just setting my meter down again. Just gotta remember to try and land that properly. Okay. $1 million question. Can we do this at like 50? That would be cool if we can do this at 50. No, we can't. Okay, we are 6% off, so 56% is the sweet spot, I think. Oh, hang on, I've walked forward and ruined it. Hold on, we're gonna find this exact number. Oh, okay, 47. So I was like 3 off there. I think it's basically about 60 is like the limit of this. Because I must have walked forward a bit in like the other one at some point. So here we go. But yeah, if we have 60%, we'll definitely be able to do this without any, you know, walking or miscellaneous meter building. Which I guess technically means I need to know what the number post counter hit is. And that should probably be about 70 or something. Because counter hitting raises your meter by a lot. Like, yeah, it gives me like 8% there. So, hard to give an exact. Maybe over 65 is, after the counter hit, is what we want. Let's knock ourselves down to like 58. There we go. So try and not fuck this up. Damn it! I was 1% off. If I'd have walked slightly in that, I probably could have got it. Okay. But yeah, so we need 60% before the counter hit, which is like translates to... Okay, that would have worked, I just mistimed it. So we need 60% before the counter hit, which would have translated to about, you know, 68 to 70 post counter hit. I've done that way too high. What the hell am I doing? And I didn't do that right. Oops. Okay. Bit of a weird link. It's one I'll have to practice a bit. Nope, that's meant to be X ball there. Right. That's the source. Right. Okay, so it does work at 60%, and that's probably where I'll leave it off for now. In the event I don't want to spend meter, let's try and do like a more boneless one, I guess. I can just do... See, this, like, situation like this is like where I think the fucking What am I talking about? I suppose actually, no, I can just do that and it's like 6.3k. It's about like almost 2k less. But, that's what you get for not spending meter. If I'm getting 2,000 damage out of my, like, 50% meter that I only need 60% to start with, I'm very happy with that. And then, like I say, just keep it simple otherwise. And then we can get, noble strat set up from there, because it's the flip out where that works. But that's, kind of all whatever. If I think it's gonna kill and I need the extra 2k damage, and I've got 60% meter, that's the play. If I've got like fuck all meter, I can do that. And if I've got 100% meter, then the more damaging option is still gonna be just like. God, I'm really dropping this a lot, aren't I? Hold on. The more damaging option is still gonna be that, which will deal like. Several kajillion more than like the 8k. Yeah, 9.1. There we go. So that's the full send. Although to be fair, yes, it's an extra 1,000 damage. It's also an extra 500, not 500, 50 meter. So really and truly, not too shabby. All right, okay. I've armed myself with some more things. You know what? I still don't think I'm particularly proficient in winning those matchups, but I've learned a couple of new things, and at the end of the day. As long as I keep doing that, eventually I'll win the matchups with my weird tech. But as for now, I think I'm going to probably call stream here. We've been going on for quite a bit. I was going to maybe stop at 10. Here we are at like 11:30. So, people on the Twitch television, let me go see if we can find someone to raid into. Any... Let's have a look. What we doing? Let's raid into Laid Way Back. Why not? That sounds cool. Who's currently trying out some Galleon, and best of luck to him because I can't stand that character. So I'm gonna raid into him now. And as for everyone else on the YouTube end, thank you all very much for watching. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you next time. Raiders, go and tell Laid Way Back that Artie said hi. Farewell.